What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to your channel dedicated to the one and only Vecchia Signora di AJC. I'm Berto. It's match day. It's Juve Fiorentina, and we get a surprise in the starting lineup for this match. We will go through it all. Gonna take a second, say what's up to everybody as you join in. Reminder, take a second, smash that like button, okay? And make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are gonna find a winner today on the triple kit giveaway. Remember, you'll get hints as the content goes through, and later we'll rock it with a winner. Let's wrap up the year with a win. Absolutely, Forza Juve. Let's get it done. Juve Pulse, I am ready. And yes, I let the cat out of the bag. Here you go. There's your starting 11 for this matchup. And yes, the big decision, the one that is missing from all the projected lineups, Yildiz starts this game off on the bench. Imbangula is in there, all right? So keep rocking with the comments here. Vino alla fine, Forza Juve, let's go, etc., etc. De Chiliopa, love it. Ciao, everybody. Ciao, ciao. Motta is still on the bench. Motta's the man. Motta's the man in charge here. Let's go. Need a win today. Huge, huge game today. Got to get the victory. Absolutely have to get the victory. Christy Millie, what's up? Nico should have started instead of Imbangula and let Yildiz as the super sub. So a lot of shouts for Nico getting in there as well. Question marks around him. We heard about limiting his workload, managing his workload coming into this game, trying to get everything maybe just squared up and maybe taking less risk. We also see Cambiaso that is not in the starting 11. He was another one watching on a day-to-day basis leading up to this game. You also had Danilo, ankle problem. Cole Miners was even being monitored going into this one, and Luis. In the end, they're all on the squad list, every single one of them. So we do have a full bench for the first time in a long time. Yildiz, Gonzalez, Cambiaso, Luis, Fagioli, Adzic even, Danilo, and then Perin and Pinsolio. So I do expect to see some decent rotation in this game now that he's got the options available to him. It's going to be interesting to see how he manages this game. I would have preferred, obviously, a playmaker in the 10 role, one of Yildiz or Nico. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Imbangula for the win. Hey, the kid's been playing solid every time he gets in there. I can only think of one kind of down performance. So I'm all right. I'm good with it. Let's rock. Matteo C. Ciao, ciao. Mitch, let's rock it. Let's rock it. Loving that kit. I'm wearing 2005 third kit with Ibra on the back today. Also a beauty. Love the kits around those seasons. Awesome, awesome kits. Let's go. I'm trying to manifest that back in time matchup we talked about today, January 10th, 2006, where we smashed them 4-1. And that was a strong Fiorentina side at that time. So let's rock it. Let's rock it. Yeah, playback's tough, especially over the holidays. There's just so much, so much time already with YouTube and everything. We will get back to playback, but there will be call-ins during this watch-along. For sure, post-match, potentially even at halftime too. All right, my friend, happy to see you in here. Everybody drop a like. Let's get ready. Starting lineup. Di Gregorio, Savona, Gatti, Kalulu, McKennie. That is, as it was expected. We weren't sure if Cambiaso was going to get the start, so all is good there. Locatelli, Thuram, your two in the pivots. Cole Miners listed as a 10, but as I said today on the previous show, when you see the difference in a guy like Yildiz playing there or even Nico Gonzalez, it's night and day to what Cole Miners is doing. So is he truly playing as a 10? This one could be a 4-1-4-1 in terms of what we actually see today. So let's see. Conceição, Imbangula, and then, of course, Vlahovic up top. A lot of talk about Moise Kean. Is he going to score against Juventus? Well, what about Vlahovic? Vlahovic needs to get one against his former side. Maybe Nico, when he comes on at some point in the game, maybe he gets his against his former side. Let's see. Let's see. Predictions, fire away. Don't forget to let me know where you are tuning in from, okay? And Christy Millie saying, after predicting the 2-1 against Monza, I'm predicting 1-0 for this. FC25 simulation said 1-0. And an absolutely beautiful goal from Cambiaso in that one, if you caught that video. Forza Juve, who has the worst first touch Dushan or Keane? Holy smokes. We're splitting hairs here on this one. Maybe the slight edge is going to go to Dushan for me as having a better touch than Keane. I think Keane's first touch is worse personally. But yeah, that's me. Both can be absolute trampolines at some time. So let's see. RB 2-1 Juve. That's my prediction. We got Anish coming in there with 3-1. Renato sticking to his guns on the 3-0 and tuning in from Ireland. Great to have you in here, my friend. The Chiliopa prediction is 2-2. I just think Fiorentina is strong this year. A 3-2 Juve victory. Ooh. Absolute barn burner there. Mitch, 3-1 Juve. Red card Juve. Vlau will score. And watching from Austria, of course. Oh my God. Albania. Christivilli, happy to have you in here as always. Always love these watch-alongs. Great time. A lot of fun. Juventus. 1-0. Cortomuso. Old habits die hard. DJ Cammy V. Ciao, ciao. 1-1 draw. Just a hunch. Hey. I mean, what? I think we went over the numbers in the preview show. 20 draws in the calendar year of 2024 for Juventus. 20 draws. Holy smokes. Let's get a victory. Let's end 2024 with a victory, okay? 1-1 and then a last minute goal from Cope Miners and tuning in from Lebanon. What is up, Joe? Happy to have you in here. Matteo. 3-1 Juventus. Goals from Dusan, Brace, Nico off the bench. Very optimistic. Drughi, Bianconeri. 4-1. 4-1. Would love that. Would love a hammering. A 4-1. That would be that me manifesting that 4-1 in the Coppa Italia match January 10, 2006 came to fruition. Would love it. Would love it. Desciliopa, Berto, have you watched Junior Hockey World Cup in Ottawa today? Finland versus USA. Finland lost 4-0. I did see Canada get upset in shootout to Latvia yesterday, but holy smokes. Holy smokes. I do love that Junior World Championship, so it is great hockey, fast hockey, fun to watch. The pro game is a bit slower than that one, so yeah, it's fun. Tuning in from Ottawa, Ferris, what is up? Hoping for 2-1 win and a Vlahovic goal. Yeah, we'd love to see Vlahovic. I'll take this lineup down. We'll talk about Fiorentina starting line. Would love to see Vlahovic bag one there. And Abby asking, am I Canadian? Yes, I am Canadian. Was born in London, Ontario. All right, but of course, my background heritage is all Italian. There we go. There we go. Berto is Italian. Background heritage, all Italian. But born London, Ontario, Canada. How do I get that green name? How do you get that green name? Are you talking about the members? Members. Memberships. Got to be on a desktop. Got to be on a desktop to get in there, okay? Got to get on a desktop, join our memberships. And for everyone that was gifted memberships from like Alex P was dishing out a lot, or Rick Owsey, 77, Ricardo Santamaggio, obviously from JCD Melbourne, Gigi Buffon fan club. This is, you got to reach out. We'll plug you into the private chat, all right? And Alex P, the man himself, got to be a member, amigo. That's right. That's right. And the members, of course, all you diehards that are always here, you're getting some hints on the triple kit giveaway, okay? We're going to name a winner at some point today. The first tip was blue. Blue was the first hint. Now, what do we got here? Ontario has a London. Ontario has a London. Yes, it does. It does. How is the Italian-Canadian population out there in Ontario? I'm in the Bronx, New York. A lot of Italian history. Well, I'm not living there. Now I'm on the West Coast. I'm not far from Vancouver, and a big, big Italian population out here. Big, big Italian population. Even in just the small city I'm at. I know that in Ontario, it is large as well. Dougie Gilmore, home city, London, Ontario. My favorite hockey player ever, Doug Gilmore. The killer. The killer. I believe Eric Lindros was also London, Ontario. Was a beast until Scotty Stevens kind of ended that. Just crush him. But again, back to the football. Let's go. Let's go. Now, for Fiorentina, this is what you can expect to see. Pretty much spot on to what we predicted on the pregame show as far as those projected lineups. De Gea in goal. De Gea's having a strong season. Strong season. Dodo, Gomuzzo, Ranieri, Parisi across the back. Cataldi, Adli as your two midfield pivots. Golpani, Goodmanson, Sotil. Behind Moise, Kane. They're going 4-2-3-1. A lot of questions about, and I want to hear from all you. How do you expect us to play? We've got some thinking that, hey, are we going to clamp down, kind of absorb, and then look to strike back at them and hit them back? Are we going to be the ones with the heavy possession? And are they going to look to strike at us on counterattacks? Motta believes they're going to play the counterattacking game. Talked about it in the presser yesterday. My feed is just kicked on to the game, everybody. We're looking at Allianz Stadium. Love the light shows as they go through the starting lineups. It looks so badass. It's so sick. We've got a lot of people at the stadium for this particular game. What a game to go to. But our own Frankie, you haven't seen Frankie on the shows a lot. He's going to be there. Got various friends and acquaintances through Twitter that are going to be there at this game. Hope they all get to see Juventus pull off the victory and get the 3 points. Look at the locker room and the lads getting ready there. But yeah, for Fiorentina, what do you expect? How do you expect it to play out? So Abhishek's going to say we are the ones counterattacking Chris. Dave Milley's saying we will dominate the ball and possession. Forza Juve, Motta always wants possession. I think we play better against stronger competition. We tend to slack against the lower competition. The numbers don't back that in Serie A because we have only beat the only better side we've beaten is Lazio. And that was with an own goal. So yeah, let's see if we can ramp it up here and get a victory against a strong team. And let's see how we get that victory. I think it's actually going to be a bit back and forth. I don't think any team is necessarily going to clamp down and look solely to counter. I think this game's going to have ebbs and flows and kind of go like this, where we may be on the ball trying to create and go at them, and then they will have their turn with possession and look to build up and go at us. Both teams will also have counter-attacking opportunities through those moments. The transition game will be key as well. But I do feel a little bit more like the blueprint is laid out on this Juventus, how to make us struggle. That's a slower tempoed game, and that's blocking off the flanks. Force us through the middle. And that's why I still don't know if this is the game for the three midfielders. It still could be, and you could still get away with it. But my suggestion is to almost make it a 4-3-1-2 in possession, where the opposing winger will actually cut in to make almost a diamond in the midfield, and he becomes the 10. I'd switch it up like that. And then as far as McKennie, he can be the one bombing, and Savona can bomb up forward. If you're going to play 4-3-1-2, you've got to get those guys up there. But again, that's going to have to do with Motta, and it's a bit of a safety net for him, keeping those guys back. So we wait, we see. But the game, the guys are in the tunnel. They're getting ready to come out. We're not far from kickoff, everybody. Is Motta going back to the old ways of a very robust and physical midfield instead of the creative midfield? I mean, yeah, I would have liked to see him follow it up with a playmaker. It's the way I see us being the best or having the best shot at fluidity. How he utilizes Colt Miners is not the same as those other guys. So unless that changes, you can go back to having Colt Miners there and play in advance, but he's got to do it and stick to that spot consistently like Nico and Yildiz were. Otherwise, there's no point. So time will tell. Let's see. Serious question. Do you like Winter Wildcards midfielder Buffon? About to give him a run at Cam and Champs after the match today. I love that card. I love that card. But in my weekend league, I took it out to go with the Dougie Louise card because that card rips. I haven't even got a chem style on that card and it just destroys. But I do love that Winter Wildcards Buffon center midfield card. It's awesome. Ended up getting the De Gea Winter Wildcard, and I had the 90 Donnarumma, so I played the Donnarumma one, but that card is fantastic. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, Douglas with the ping pass is disgusting. Great card. Great card. Forza Juve and Forza AJC. Antonio coming in here. Ciao, ciao. Great to see you in here. Again, everybody, reminder, get those likes up. We're getting ready. Antonio saying storm the barn. Luca statistically playing great, but is he stationary to a fault? But he is stationary to a fault, in my opinion. I look at midfields too, also as the combination. You have to look at the combination. And sometimes, again, the overall, we could be a little bit robust. Is that other guys, we need a little more. If you're going 4-1-4-1, you can't have the two guys on the outsides of Locatelli staying back. It all has to work. It all has to come together. I want to see our midfielders play together more. There's not enough connection between them. I also want to see them on the ball in general way more than our defense. So they got to pick it up on that sense. But I don't think Luca's really... I don't have any issues in his game. I really don't. I think he's doing a great job defensively. He's tops. And I think I see him spraying the ball out way more than we have since he got here. I just need the overall to make sense of things. For me, we've got one main issue. It's the connection with the guys leading from the front. There is little from wingers to striker and even to the 10s. It has to all come together there. There's not enough interplay between them. Before I look at midfields, before I look at backline, before I look at fullbacks, it's up there where they have to sort it out. Again, look for the ideas in game. Where are the ideas? Where's the design? Where's the creation coming from? Like, what is our game plan against our opponent? Let's see. Let's see. Palladino, our next coach. Well, I think if things go sideways here, you know, and of course, we've got a long way to go, but if and when the time comes for a change, as there will always be change, it's the nature of the beast, I think you go with an experienced winner, and hopefully we get to a point where the project progresses, where this team progresses, where we can get that guy and you bring in that guy, and then we go. Let's go. Let's go. Locatelli, Capitano, next to Ranieri. And they're going to take the coin toss, and then we're going to get ready to rock. Referee Mariani. Bit of a schmuck, but they all are. Just don't fuck this one up, all right? Let's go. Hit the likes and win the game. Love it. Love it. They're going to switch sides here after the coin toss. They're pulling up Fiorentina's starting lineup. And yeah, everybody, you see the chain. I'm looking up now. We got the setup changed up here. I got the big screen up here behind all of you. So no more head down and me buried staring at the desk. I get to sit back and enjoy the show. All right, let's get ready for the clock here. We're getting ready. Kickoff's right here upon us. Mariani getting out of the way. Come on. Vlahovic, bag against your old boys. And there we go, everybody. We have kickoff. Juve in possession. Locatelli over to Savona into Conceição. Back to Savona. Next to nothing from the front of the line for Fiorentina. Goodmanson and Kane hanging back. They're going to block out the midfielders. You literally have a box of 4. Kane, Goodmanson, Cataldi and Colpani around Locatelli and Thuram. They will force the back to break lines. And let's see if we could do it. Into McKennie, into Thuram, coming up the line, popping one forward. Dodo's going to come back and recover. Mbangula watching him, putting pressure. Great job there, but he does get a hand up and they call it dead there. Only 3 wins at home in Serie A this season. That is insane to me. Like, and just the number of draws in general. Like, we got to be pulling the wins here. Mbangula with the pressure there. Smack Dodo around. And De Gea's going to drop this one and he's going to launch this thing. Locatelli trying to head this one to Mbangula. It's cut off. Daldi finds its way back to Ranieri. Pressure coming from Cope Miners, forcing De Gea to go up the middle here. Pressure coming from Locatelli. They keep pushing him back. Vlahovic now on Comuzzo. And that's cut off. McKennie now on it. Put himself under. Second guessed. Into Gatti though. Does well. Gatti now. Slots it over for Savona. Back to Kalulu. Locatelli dropping back to cover for Gatti, who's gone rogue. He's up advanced beyond the midfield. Not trotting back, so he's going to stay in that midfield spot. Kalulu into Cope Miners, right back to him. Moise Kean with a little bit of pressure, forcing us back to Di Gregorio. And Di Gregorio holding it, taking his time here. Scanning. Keane's just waiting, inching closer and closer, and Di Gregorio launches this thing. Mbangula could have settled there. Heads it on, but Dodo stops it. Guys, talk to him. Let him know he had time. Everybody drop back. Conceição trying to get in there and win that one. Sotil making a run up the flank. Savona cuts that one out easily. Inside to Cope Miners. Into Thuram. Thuram's got space. Moving forward. Taking everybody on. Oh, the ball just popped too far ahead of him as he tried to split everybody. Great run from Thuram. Crowd's looking active. I agree with you, Dick Shiliopa. Bouncing crowd. Love to see it. Absolutely. Want to see these guys fired up. We want to see the team reward them too. Look at Thiago Motta here. Got to find a way to get more wins, bud. Got to find a way to get more wins. Into Vlahovic. Turns and fires. Finds Mbangula there. McKennie gives him the overlap. Mbangula now to McKennie. Now he carries forward. McKennie being watched by Dodo. Over to Thuram. Over to Locatelli. And Locatelli now spraying it out for Conceição. Oh, in tight. Almost took it to his man. There he goes. Oh, and the cross. Just doesn't land. Fiorentina trying to survive. Get out here. Mbangula takes a foul on Colpani's back as he tries to get to it. That was lovely from Conceição. Yeah, Mbangula letting him off the hook here. Second brace, got to slip around, but that's okay. Let's keep her rocking. You got to look at Parisi here too today. Out at left back for Fiorentina. Juve's been linked with him potentially coming in. A lot of smoke around him leaving Fiorentina. And now Fiorentina launching Route 1. Kalulu and Keane there, and Kalulu wins that one. Savona into Gatti. He carries forward. So slow. Finally releases now to Locatelli. Out to Conceição. Again, working on Parisi. He'll probably skin him all day. Here's a cross. Oh, Vlahovic heads just wide. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I like that. I like that. Tempo and pace. While they're in the area, don't give them time to get set. Conceição, quick decision to move out and then looking to center that. And Imbangula was right behind him as well. I like that. I like that. That's better. The next one. Look at De Gea. Warning shot fired. Let's go. Come on. I'm not sure what the stoppage is here. What Mariani's... Forza Juve. So Teal looks like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. That's hilarious. He's literally called every single player into the circle. My guess is it has to do with dissent. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly is happening. Racist chance, maybe? The game's going to continue now. It's a throw-in for Juventus. Savona standing on it. Oh, we go into Coal Miners. He loses it. Pop back over the top. Dodo's on it. Imbangula's going to press him, forcing him to launch this one out to the sideline. McKennie's going to try to see it out, but it's staying in. Finally crosses. Quick throw-in from McKennie. Cross the field to Gatti. He's allowed to hit the center line. Fiorentina backing off with Sotil. Kalulu on it now. Over to McKennie. Up the flank to Mbangula. Run being made by Coal Miners. He's going to launch this one in and it's blocked. It's going to go out. It's going to be a corner kick for Juventus. That's better. It's quicker at least. And at least it's decisive. They don't have numbers dropping back, Fiorentina, so take the early balls in. It makes sense. Hit somebody on this. Let's get the jump on him here. Let's get the jump on here. Coal Miners. Here we go. Cross in. Hit it. Oh, cleared out by Fiorentina. Imbangula comes back to collect. Over to Locatelli. Locatelli now trying to go over the top for Coal Miners. He just can't get ahead to that one. And it goes out. It's going to be goal kick. Yeah, so it appears that they were, and yes, chat, you guys are right. It sounds like it was geared towards Dusan Vlahovic from the traveling Fiorentina fans. Well, all I got to say is this. McKennie on Colpani's back. He's going to get the foul there. Called down by Mariani. Cataldi set to start things off again for Fiorentina. He's back to Comuzzo. Over to the left side here. Looks like Adli has dropped back to collect. Plays it back to Ranieri, their skipper. Back to De Gea. Pressure coming from Cole Miners, forcing him out to the left. Vlahovic now pressing on Comuzzo. Launch forward. Kalulu settles. In for Mbangula. Now out to Vlahovic, who finds himself on the left flank. Oh, ball across the middle for Locatelli. Out to Conceição. He's going to take Parisi on. Here comes a double team. Played back out, swung out for Locatelli. Now swinging it out for McKennie again, but Cope Miners intercepts it to settle things down for Kalulu. McKennie now being pressured by Colpani. Inside for Mbangula. Oh, Dodo intercepts that one, but it's going to go out. Throwing for Juventus. Quickly taken by Cope Miners. Headed down for Mbangula. Oh, almost had position there. No foul given. And Kalulu chests this one down for Cope Miners. Ball's kind of bouncing around. A lot of 50-50s all over the place. Comuzzo ends up getting to a little flick on from Locatelli, and he's running with space into Goodmanson. And then his touch lets him down. Conceição comes in, collects. Here's Locatelli. Tries to thread the needle for Vlahovic, but Mbangula's on it. Oh, too lazy. Come on, man. Soft ass pass. Get that garbage out of here. McKennie coming in, shielding this one. Does well and plays it back easily for Kalulu. McKennie solid right now to start the game in the opening 12 minutes. Thuram's on it here. Out to Cope Miners, who's drifted to the left flank. Mbangula has moved centrally, now trying to get forward. Locatelli twisting and turning, surrounded as they try to close off the midfield. Fiorentina does. Thuram's had to come all the way back level with the defenders to collect. Now it's out to Gatti. Up forward for Conceição. Squares up against Parisi, but goes back to Gatti. And we're going to recycle, maybe move out to the left side. Kalulu on it. McKennie to his left. Hits the halfway line, carries forward a little bit more. He wants McKennie to bomb forward, and I agree. You need to make that run earlier. Give yourself the angle. Give yourself the step. Come on, you guys. Get on your toes. McKennie into Mbangula, and that's chewed up by Dodo. And Moise Keane's come all the way back to collect this one. Vlahovic watching him. Conceição watching. They split both of them with the pass. And now they get it over for Adli, who's stepping forward. To the outside for Colpani. He's deep in the right corner here. Turns back. Again into Adli. Cross. Feints. Thuram watching him. Not letting him go anywhere. He does get a touch. Sends it out for a corner kick on the challenge. Oh, that's trying to get membership not working on the desktop. That's weird. It should work on the desktop. Maybe try after the stream. I'm not really sure. That's very, very strange. Punched out here by Di Gregorio. Launched out here, chested down by Sotil. Back to Parisi, into Adli. 14 minutes, Fiorentina in possession now. Like I said, it's going to be ebbs and flows. Possession, switching back and forth. Teams will also both have opportunities to hit counters and transitions. Conceição being watched by Parisi. Plays it back. Locatelli had to... was put in a suspect scenario, but Chico got fouled there, so the play's whistled down. Ball's back in play. Finds itself to Imbangula on the left flank. To Thuram. Back to McKennie. He's going to go back for Kalulu. To Gatti. On the right side of the half circle. To Savona. Back to Gatti, who's dropped back about 8 yards. Now over to Kalulu, drifting closer to that left flank. He goes back to Gatti. We formed 3 at the back right now with Savona, Gatti, and Kalulu in possession. McKennie has gotten forward. Ball finds itself to Mbangula. Back to Kalulu. Miners making a run up forward. We can't hit him with it. Goodmanson pressuring Gatti, who plays it over for Savona. And Savona is going Route 1, looking Conceição's way. That's headed down by Parisi. It's going to go out for a throw into Juventus. Gatti set to take this one. Quickly has it back for Savona. So as we make these plays and these, small exchanges between the flank and the midfield and the defenders, there's guys moving up top and nobody's pulling the trigger. Sooner or later, you have to test them at the back and make them work. Thuram into Miners. McKennie just gets a touch here. There was another opportunity. Thuram quickly looking to the flank. See, too often we want to look wide. We look at the safe plays. Oh, Thuram hit Conceição. There we go. Puts it out there, but it's a little slow. But Parisi doesn't really get to it, and 2 guys hesitate, and nobody gets the ball. Lovely cut out by Kalulu. Now McKennie finding Conceição. Double team coming. Sotil and Parisi in front of him. Oh, tries to cut through both of them. Sotil ends up getting to it. Trying to have it out, and Conceição closes it down. It's going to be thrown for Fiorentina deep on their left flank. Conceição calling for pressure to try and pin them back there. Tempo's died off, and geez, I don't want to blame anything because that's weak. Oh, hard challenge from Locatelli, but Fiorentina still comes out with it, launching this one. But McKennie is going to close it down and plays it safely back to Di Gregorio. Good hustle there. Golpani was running that one down. Gatti up ahead for Colt Miners. Played back to Kalulu. Kalulu up for Locatelli. Back to Kalulu. To the outside for McKennie. And there we go. Slip forward for Locatelli. Closed down by Goodmanson into Mbangula. Trying to work on Dodo there, who's a quick customer. Oh, Mbangula does well. Here comes Goodmanson. Cross coming in. Chested down by Vlahovic. Oh, tried a cheeky flip over the defender. Can't get it there. Savona trying to watch 2 now. As Moise Keane and Sotil find themselves on it. Here played out to Colpani. He's going to be running at McKennie here. And that's a big block by McKennie. Now Locatelli chests it down. Oh my God. Gets a little shove. Still tries to backheel the ball out of trouble. Challenge in on Kalulu. Played into McKennie. Back out to Mbangula. That's lovely. But we slow it down. Mbangula now watched by 2. Does force a throw in there. Good work by Mbangula. Had really no options, as everybody had come back to defend. 18 minutes in. Hit you with some of the numbers behind this one so far. 72% possession so far for Juventus. 1 total attempt in this game, and it falls to Juve. Gatti now outside for Conceição. Drops it back for Savona. Savona over to Kalulu. Again, forming the 3 at the back in possession. McKennie has gotten forward, but he's standing way too close to Thuram, and the positioning here. Got to sort it out, lads. Over to Kalulu. McKennie gets it. Nowhere to go, so back to Kalulu. Into Locatelli now. In for Thuram. There you go. That's the 1-2 you need. You got space. Hit it. Yes! Thuram! Let's go! Thuram! Yes! Yes, baby, let's go! Yes! Yes! That's 1! That's 1! What a 1-2 inside McKennie, Locatelli to Thuram. Inject that to my veins, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Thuram. Thuram needs a little... yes. Slots it in, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful. Holy, that's a goal. That's a goal, ladies and gentlemen. What was I talking about before? Interplay between the mids and everything and starting to play with one another? Holy, you get a goal out of it. Love to see it. Man, Thuram gets going and he's just a unit. The one aspect of his game, if he unlocks it in the final third, this guy is going to be a demon. A demon. 1-0 for the good guys. And we're back in possession. Gatti up ahead to Mbangula. Safely plays it back for McKennie. Back to Kalulu. Juve now 1-0 up. 21st minute. Come on. He is a beast. Thuram. Long ball forward. It's over Dodo. Mbangula's in behind. Ball played in. Vlahovic just can't get there. Forces Ranieri to cross it out. And now put the squeeze on, boys. Smell the blood in the water. Come on. Thuram. Back to Kalulu. Gatti on it. Drops it for Savona. Back over to Kalulu. He's going to go back to Di Gregorio as we try to get set. McKennie has moved into the midfield here. And now Di Gregorio launching it out for Locatelli. In for McKennie. Back out to Locatelli. Locatelli launches this one, chested down by Vlahovic, cut off by Comuzzo. Little one touch from Goodmanson. Great challenge from Kalulu on Moise Kean. Played out for Conceição. That's pounced on by Parisi. Now Sotil trying to come back at us. Gatti closes down on Parisi. And Conceição gets a piece of that, sends it out for a throw-in, and now Juve can regroup defensively. Come on. What a beautiful, beautiful goal. 1-0 Juve. Big, big goal. Forces Fiorentina to open up, and we should get more chances now. Comuzzo sending it out for Dodo. Mbangula watching him. Into Goodmanson. Watched by Thuram. Here we go. Cataldi finding Moise Kean. Trying to turn on Gatti. And no foul given. Kean upset. Saying hands, grabbing his shirt, everything. But he's also grabbing onto Gatti there. Di Gregorio now, route one. Vlahovic a little bit late to take off there. Comuzzo heads it back into the midfield. Adli there. Colt Miners putting him under. Conceição now heading out to watch Parisi. He goes all the way back to De Gea. De Gea now launches this one. McKennie too focused on Colpani here, and that one gets over him. But he comes back, regroups, and forces Colpani back into the middle of the pitch. Cataldi slots it over for Adli. To Parisi now on the left flank for them. Plays it to Sotil. Sotil cuts inside. Can only go back to Ranieri. Cataldi now. Out to Dodo on the right flank. Working on McKennie. Gets a step on him. Cuts into the area. And that's cut out by Kalulu. Great work there. This is going to be a throw-in deep in Juve's territory for Fiorentina. That's going to be one to watch. Dodo's a quick customer out on the outside there. You're going to want to try to find a double team if he's lined up 1v1 against McKennie. That's a tough ask. That's a tough ask. Goodmanson and Dodo with an exchange back into Goodmanson. Cross coming in, going back post. Off the back for Savona. Awkward little turn there, but Conceição pounces on it. Comes outside, finds space. And in the end, buys time and space for his team to regroup. Finds Kalulu, who finds McKennie. Played up for Mbangula. Lovely save there as the pass was very soft from McKennie. Kalulu, Dugatti. Back to Kalulu. Locatelli, back to Gatti. Guys, you're going to have to get the legs moving. When you get the legs moving, that's when the passes open up. If you're not moving enough, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to have any lanes. You got to create those lanes. Our first goal was brilliant. Here's Moise Keane with a quick touch inside to Goodmanson. He plays it to the outside now. Parise. Or no, Sotil, excuse me. Cuts inside. Oh, foul there from Taram, but advantage given. Adley steps in. And now they go back to the original foul. Taram stepped in there on Sotil, clipped him. We're going to get the foul there. Typically, when you get advantage, they don't call it back. Like if it's allowed to play out to that, where they carried on the play, ended up getting a shot attempt on it. That's typically the end of. You don't get to continue to play on and get your advantage call. Mariani's typical Mariani. Spot on, Mitch. Spot on. When you get advantage, you don't get to also get your play and then go back to the call. This is a set piece in a very, very dangerous spot. Di Gregorio will have to be aware. They've got, it looks like Golpani and Sotil both standing over it. Golpani from the left, Sotil from the right. Sotil lines it up, has a hit right at the wall, blocked, and then the follow-up skied by Adley. So Juve come through unscathed. And that's Colt Miners, Gatti, Taram all getting to the block there. All right. Played back in on the goal kick. Kalulu to Di Gregorio. Launches this one. Vlahovic heads it over to the left. Mbangula can't get there. Oh, Dodo's being put under. Oh, and the touch from Vlahovic. The block just doesn't sit down for him. It actually floats into the hands of De Gea. Yes, you can, Forza Juve. I agree. You call back to the advantage. If the play, how did that play not pan out, though, if you end up getting a shot opportunity from it? Typically, that's considered it playing out for you. You got possession, you made your decision, you played it, and they got a shot from it. It's not like we quickly won the ball back. They got a shot attempt from it. That's usually enough to warrant advantage. But again, that part could be open to discussion, whether that was enough to consider advantage. A player getting forward and taking a shot for them. For me, typically that's enough. Maybe I'm biased in the moment because Juve's involved, but I don't know, like, you get an attempt. Tony Roast Beef says it's bullshit. And that's exactly it for you. The advantage can be seen differently. Absolutely. Di Gregorio launching this one. Vlahovic again coming in. Knees it. Knees it like a young Skanga. And now we have a battle ensuing with a bunch of 50-50s on it. And Parisi finally settles this thing down over to Dodo. Colpani to Dodo. Over to Cataldi. Adli up to Goodmanson. Goodmanson's had to come very deep in this game to get on the ball for Fiorentina. And that's what we want to see. Ranieri over to... what the hell's that guy named now? Comuzzo. Was it Kane? Oh, little 1-2, and he misses Dodo, who was free and clear, making the run through. That's going to be a little bit of a warning sign there on those quick 1-2s that we got to be aware of. Come on, you guys. We got to grow back into this one. Don't fall flat on one goal. Come on, you guys. Ah, lazy pass from Kalulu. Cut off. Here's Goodmanson with space. Running at us. Oh, big block there from Locatelli. There's my Capitano. Come on, you guys. You got to wake up. One goal up here. And it's been dropping and dropping and dropping as far as the levels. Fiorentina growing tremendously in it since the goal, and we're allowing it to happen. Come on. Comuzzo. Now all of a sudden Adli finds himself on it from Cataldi's pass. To Dodo, quick 1-2 ahead. Colpani. And that's chewed up by Kalulu, but it is going to go out for a throw into Fiorentina. Goodmanson over to Dodo. He's free clear on the side, and the cross is awful and right into the arms of Di Gregorio. But you guys, there is way too much space out here now for Fiorentina. We are out of sorts here positionally, spatially, and we're dropping deeper and deeper. Inviting Fiorentina to come at us. Be careful what you do here. Goodmanson to the back here. Now popped over the top, looking Keane's way. And that's going to just be allowed to run. It's going to be goal kick. We look at Thuram's goal here. And again, started with great interplay involving McKennie, Locatelli, and Thuram from the middle. And it ends with the run there. That's a brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. But it's been flat since. It's been flat since. You've got to maintain. Got to maintain. And get that stranglehold. Vlahovic going up again, battling with Comuzzo. Kalulu puts it in, and Dodo wins the aerial against Mbangula. Blocked by McKennie, out off of Dodo there. That plays out and works to our advantage. It's going to be Juventus throw. McKennie feints a long throw, has it into Thuram, and then just a lazy ball in. Kalulu comes in to clean it up again. Oh, on your toes, Vlahovic. But we do have a late foul there on Kalulu, so it's going to be a free kick for Juventus at the restart here. We're at 33 minutes, 50 seconds. In terms of possession, it's bumped down now. Still 60% in favor for Juventus. 5 total attempts for Fiorentina, 2 for Juventus. Ball's back in play. Gatti to Savona now on the right. Up ahead for Conceição, being pushed back by Parise. Parise watching him closely. And every time he gets it, that quick double team from either Adli or Sotil is there. Mostly Adli, so they can keep Sotil forward for transitions. Di Gregorio now pops it up to the left flank for Kalulu. He goes back to Di Gregorio. In comes Goodmanson to force him forward. Thuram comes back, collects from the keeper, and out to Gatti. Has a little bit of space up the right side. Hits the halfway line, up for Conceição. Little touch inside to Savona. He breaks through. Oh, his touch lets him down. Out to Conceição. His touch doesn't let him down. Crossed in. Settled by Locatelli, not settled enough. Coal Miners now heads it to Thuram. Oh, Thuram. Popped over the top, but Dodo clears it away before it gets to Mbangula. Kopani now on it. Closed down by Mbangula and McKennie. Ends up having it off of McKennie's leg. It's going to be throw-in. Quickly had. Back to Dodo. Back to Komutso. Pressure from Vlahovic. They find De Gea. And De Gea now to the outside. Adley's dropped deep to collect here. And he's got nowhere to go across the middle. Now all the way up to Moise Kean. He's backing into Kalulu. He's looking for foul. He does end up getting the foul. Plays it to the back for Komutso. Juve in their defensive shell right now. They play it to the outside for Parisi. Back to Adley. Inside for Goodmanson. Popped over the top and Kalulu heads it clear. Locatelli settles. Oof. Hard pass back for Di Gregorio. Keane putting him under. Dodo trying to pounce on it. Beats Mbangula to it. Here's Goodmanson. Now playing it to the outside. We put ourselves under here for no reason. Nothing there. Come on, Sotil. Get up. Chicken shit. Oh, Conceição skins the first guy. Too much there, but does get the foul advantage. Coat Miners. Him and Vlahovic. He's taking on Ranieri. Oh, crossed in. McKennie pounces on it, trying to keep it in play. And we're going to see it out. It's going to be a corner kick in the end, but no, it's going to be... Yeah, it is going to be corner kick for Juventus here. Oh my God, the reads on the balls. Vlahovic was going back post. Should have been attacking that. Come on, let's get the second one here on the set piece. Second one here on the set piece. Coat Miners. Set to deliver. Let's get a Gatti one on a header here. Let's get Gatti. Gattone. Cross coming in, curling in. And Ranieri beats Gatti to that head. Ranieri quickly calling Fiorentina's line forward. Ooh, that's a hard ball in. Oh, Coat Miners tried to put it back into the mixer. That one had a lot of heat on it from Locatelli. Coat Miners did good just to even try to direct that to goal. And now Fiorentina quickly coming back at us. Played up the left flank for Sotil. Savona watching him. It's played back. Got a little bit of space there for Adley. Cross in. That's a dangerous one. Headed in by Moise Kean. Headed in by Moise Kean. And he does not celebrate against Juve. 1-1. Fuck. On the run, everybody. On the run. 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 Goal. Drop back. We got two double teaming Sotil there. The cross coming in. We've got three guys at the back post between Kalulu and McKennie. Oh my God. And we just... He's not on anybody. He's just zoning up there. Kalulu, I don't know where the talk is. It's a great ball delivered from Adley. Has to be said. But my God, they had Keane and Goodmanson there. One or the other was probably going to pot that one. Terrible. Terrible positioning from the back. Terrible positioning. Props to Fiorentina. I mean, we had the guy try to catch up to the ball late. Vlahovic and Coat Miners were caught deep, and they started the ball. They started the play immediately and jumped on the space. Frustrating goals that we concede. Continue. Moise Kean gets one for Fiorentina. 1-1. 39 minutes. Kalulu. In the Mangula. Back to Kalulu. Now we'll go over to Gatti. Gatti. Over to Kalulu. No movement. Just total lack of movement now. Oh, Locatelli, that's a foul there. Locatelli had a nice dummy there. He dummied himself and made the turn. Would have been a good run forward. Forced Cataldi to take that foul. Oh, here we go over the top. Trying to find Vlahovic. It settles. Oh my god, that is so unlucky, man. He just bulleted and De Gea's arm is just there. Look at his arm's probably broken, for God's sakes. That's an absolute cannon. That's an absolute cannon. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's just unlucky. I mean, he's just driving that damn thing and his... Oh. Man, he's got that arm locked and it's still just rocked that thing. League goals since January 2024. Marcus Thuram the most with 18. Vlahovic second with 17. That was just so unlucky, man. That's an absolute cannon. Vlahovic coming out the better on that aerial battle. Gets behind Comuzzo and then does what he's got to do. Just hit the target and just drives that thing. Oh my god. 9 out of 10 friggin' times that thing's in the back of the net and his hand is just in the right spot. Unbelievable. De Gea's going to have to come out, though. I wouldn't want to be the next keeper having to come into this game. And we got to keep it rolling. But my God, we let Moise Kean just clear. And Goodmanson behind him unmarked. What the hell at the back? Stop showing me the replay. Achita. Stop showing me the replay. The Achita. Oh, he's continuing. De Gea stays in. We got a corner kick, though. Here's Colt Miners. Ball's in. Get ahead to it. Oh, God, he just can't direct it to goal. Oh, yeah. Come on. You got a farmer's field for a forehead, buddy. Get that thing on target. Surface area there. Come on. Dodo inside in the middle and Locatelli pounces on it. Mbangula's on it. Gotta feed that ball. Too slow, man. Quick. Oh, that's great work from Colt Miners. Into Locatelli. Up ahead for Vlahovic. Over to Conceição. Here comes your double team, man. You gotta make your decision quick. You're not gonna have that much time. He's got to understand that now. You're long enough in the game. You're almost at half. You've got to make your decision now. There's Mbangula, and he's got to start hitting some serious passes with weight. He's throwing friggin' muffins all over the place. Come on. Gatti on it now, carrying it forward. Over to Savona. Conceição, decision. Go. There you go. Blocked. Heads out. Cataldi pokes this one to the back. Kalulu heads it down for Locatelli. Now switched out for Conceição. Here comes double team. It's Adli Parisi. And Parisi gets the best of him there. Carries it forward. He's going to go route one. Looking for Moise Kean. But Thuram heads it down. And Locatelli comes in to clean it up. Juve regroups. 44 minutes, 10 seconds. Getting very close to half. If I had to guess for stoppage time, I'm going to say somewhere around maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3. Because of that, the racial chance, unfortunately, that stopped quite a bit of the game. Probably give him a bit more for that. McKennie on it, being watched by Colpani. Out for Locatelli. Played inside for Colt Miners. Oh, tried a little back heel. He blocks that one, though. They do clear it out. Locatelli heads it down now. Vlahovic battling Comuzzo. Locatelli steps in again. Hit! Oh! Oi, mama! That would have been a golazzo from Luca. Hell of a hit, too. Unbelievable. We are at the 45th minute mark. That is a hit from Luca. Oh, if there was a guy that deserved something like that to go in, this guy, man. Fuck, he's having a game though again. He's having a game again. Oh my goodness, get in there. 3 minutes, stoppage time. Added time. Stoppage will be at the close, obviously. Thuram heads down, stopped by Cataldi. Popped over to the right for Dodo. He's doing battle with McKennie. McKennie shoulders him out. And then Kalulu comes in to clean it up. But it is Fiorentina throw. Dodo's going to go to the back for Comuzzo. Pressured by Vlahovic. Miners pressing on Ranieri. Forced him all the way back to De Gea. And now he goes back to his right side. And Mbangula chests it down. Plays it back for McKennie. He's going to go all the way back to Di Gregorio. Hits it on the carpet for Kalulu's. Got space up that left flank. He wants an option to the outside and nobody's moving to give him one. Come on, you guys. Why does that why does the ball player have to tell these guys where to go continuously? Like over and over. Our guys get on the ball and they have to direct these guys. Like, we're going into January, you guys. If you don't know where to go for your teammate at this point, what the fuck are we doing in training sessions? Come on. Wake up. Gatti. Over to Kalulu. Thuram now out to Locatelli, who's drifted deep on the left. Collects it at the halfway line. Into Vlahovic. Into McKennie. Back out for Locatelli. Into Thuram. Back to Locatelli. Now up for Mbangula. Oh, little flick inside to Loca. There we go. Now up for Cope Miners. Now through. Oh, and that's cut out. Great idea. And like I said, it all starts with the midfield there. Take it easy, Moise. Easy. Easy. Ranieri now launching this one. Gatti heads it down for Locatelli. He's got space ahead of him. And now he's splashing this one out to Vlahovic, or Cope Miner, excuse me. Vlahovic now in the follow-up. Oy, 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 oy. That's the end of the first half, everybody. That's the end of the first half. Okay. Well, 1-1 at the half. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's frustrating that it's 1-1, that it's level. I think it was actually a good half of football from Juventus. I'm frustrated in the goal conceded. That is a trend we need to stop, okay? The avoidable goals. But there is this drop-off. And again, you just see towards the end there's a shift that's there. There is a level that we cannot remain consistent in terms of tempo. It's like, and when we go into this lull, when we go into this slow game of football, it all crumbles. And that's where these goals, I'm telling you, they come in, they're insane. It's insane, the goals we concede, but you've got guys unmarked there. Yes, you have an extra guy, you have an extra body, you have 3 against McKennie and Kalulu, but the positioning they took up on there was brutal. And I gotta be honest, I have to see another replay, but should Di Gregorio maybe come out? Like, it's pretty close where it got headed to his back post there. Like, should we ask questions of Di Gregorio on that goal? I don't know. It's frustrating. But I don't like the drop-off after the 1-0. And I mean, it opens the door for what's to follow. But, yeah, overall, it's not the be-all end. It's not the end of the world how we're playing. But we should be able to hurt them a little more. They're giving us some space in the final third there. That's a hell of a stop by De Gea. He is so fortunate there because he's literally standing there and just ends up putting body parts out to try and be as big as possible. That thing almost ripped his arm off, okay? We get one big chance. They get one big chance. 6 total attempts both ways. 63% possession for Juventus, though. And we come away with the exact same amount of opportunities, the exact same amount of big chances. Same story continues. You've got to put teams under, but at 1-0 at home, you step on throats. You don't drop back. You don't drop back. We're at our worst when we drop back, seemingly. I know you could look at the Man City game and say, hey, that's how we played low at the back and we were good, but there was an intensity with it as well. There was no intensity in this drop-off at 1-0 this game. It was flat. Flat as hell. I don't like it. I didn't like that. I'm going to give you the ratings coming out of the first half. Let me know. Let me know where you're at here, okay? Di Gregorio, 6.5. I'm not going to lie. Until I see a replay showing me clearly otherwise that he shouldn't have maybe done better on that cross in as well as his defenders, I'm at an even 6 there, okay? Savona 6.4, Gatti 6.5, Kalulu 6.8, and Weston 6.8. Probably 6.5 across the board, but McKennie, he's got a couple of questionable pieces, and they got some decent opportunities coming from there. He's not a long-term left back situation for me. He can do it. He'll fill roles. He'll gladly do it, and that's great. But it's, again, tied into the whole Danilo thing. Locatelli, 6.9. That guy's, a 7. Solid first half of ball from Locatelli. 7.2 Thuram. 7.2 for Kefren Thuram. Yeah, got a goal. Did a great job. Absolutely. Conceição, 6.5. Cope Minor, 6.9. Imbangula, 6.5. 6.5 across the board there for me. Okay. Vlahovic at 6.4. Fair. Fair. That header, though, early on, early ball in from Conceição, I think he's got to, he didn't miss by much. Got to get it on target, I think, from there. He's like 8 yards out, 9 yards out. Tough one. And then that other one, absolutely robbed by luck, I think, on De Gea. So 6.5, I'm fine with going to Vlahovic there. But easily, Thuram and Locatelli leading things off, okay? We're going to get to some of the comments coming in here. Chico getting double teamed. Yep, he is getting double teamed. He's got to get used to it. But what did I say? He's got to make his mind up. He's got to know where he's going to go, what he's going to do immediately. Look at this cross in. Yeah, you know what? That's at the 6. I thought the cross came sharper and was inside the 6 when it landed. It actually lands towards the top of the 6 to his left. That's a tough ask. He's going to have to get out there hella fast. So maybe I'm a little hard on Di Gregorio there. But definitely not hard on McKennie and Locatelli for their positioning. Locatelli on that volley. Oh, after chesting it down. Get in the net. We needed that goal. That's insane. We do have better opportunities as a whole. We're not playing bad by any means. We just got to get the job done. And when you get a fucking lead on a team, do not give them hope. Do not give them hope. We got a comment coming in here from It's Jeff with an S saying, from what I just saw, we really need a proper center back. Kalulu got exposed. These guys, he's had a good game, actually chewed up a lot, especially in the opposition half that was giving us opportunities to build and create in the attacking area. So for me, I still think Kalulu is doing well. But on that cross, that was really bad. Really, really bad position from him and McKennie. Got to be more aware. Got to be more aware there. But let's see. Another draw incoming. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We still have Yildiz that could come in off the bench. We have a lot of options that could come in off the bench. Douglas Luiz is there. Nico Gonzalez is there. Is anybody thinking about some changes at half? Anybody thinking about maybe, just maybe, you get in a playmaker as a 10? Do we need the 3 midfielders? Right now, you're not taking Locatelli out of this game, and you're not taking Thuram out of this game. Do you take Cope Miners out? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it just yet. Let's see 10 minutes. Let's go to 55 minutes. The approach needs to be spot on, but something to be said about the playmakers. Mbangula, his passing has broken down several key scenarios for Juventus. It's several key progressions. He's doing a good job. His passes are just way too soft in the most decisive areas. That's where you need to have the most confidence. I'm not feeling it today when it comes to Mbangula. And the fact that the majority of the time he's getting on the ball, when it's on the flank, it's dead to rights because Dodo's just reading it like a book and pushing him back every time. If you're going to have a guy move in from the wing, that's probably the argument to get Nico or get Yildiz in this game and still keep your midfielders. Cope Miners is getting closer to Vlahovic. I think it's helping Vlahovic. But Fiorentina's not sitting back. Like, there's space there. We got to create some opportunities. We got to get after this, everybody. Got to get after this. Forza Juve, Chico needs to change his game up. They are on to him. Hey, what did I say earlier? Got to give these guys freedom. You got to keep defenses guessing. He can't just be pinned to a flank. And like I said, with the double teams that he's always going to face, he's got to make up his mind instantly. What will that do? It's going to either have them playing with fire, if he can start showing them that he'll make the decisive move instantly, and if he's going to start beating guys, okay, that's great. But it forces the double team earlier, forces them back a bit if they know that they don't have that time to bring the double team over. If he's holding and waiting, then, hey, they got time to get Adli over, to let Sotil drop back. If he just gets it going quicker, and again, moves a little more, drift out of there, get involved, it'll help push them back. But the midfield interplay has got to be key. And right now, there's something missing. And again, it goes to Cope Miners. Cope Miners, where he's drifting everywhere. The goal came from McKennie, Locatelli, Thuram. Boom, 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 boom. Interplay in the middle cannot be lost when you play a 10. So make up your mind. You want 2 forwards, a guy next to him, or if you're going to have a 10, he still has to mix it up with the midfield. I feel like Cope Miners, it's one or the other. He's either way back deep or he's way up high playing as a second strike. There's not this happy medium that you get from Nico and Yildiz. The interpretation is completely different and it changes the outcome. But overall, the game's not that bad, you guys. It's not that bad. An avoidable goal, but we had the better of opportunities. We just have to take advantage and capitalize. But my God, Kalulu's going to want that one back. Jesus, every time I see this goal, it's just killing me. Just killing me. Updated predictions. I like that. Updated predictions from Joe. I'm sticking with my 2-1 Juventus call. I'm sticking with my 2-1 Juventus call. Alex Juve saying change the jersey, bro. Ciao, Rick. Great to see you in here. Great to see you in there. Anish is going 3-1 Juventus. All right. Let's see. I'm sticking with my 2-1. Sticking with my 2-1. All right. I'm going to just spot some of the Storm the Barns here. Let's see what we got going. Charles saying, good luck getting past De Gea tonight. To your surprise, De Gea is a top 3 goalkeeper in the league. He's having a great season this far. Like I said on the pregame show, he's right there. If he's not in the top 3, it's hard for him to crack top 3. He's playing great. That is very lucky too. Let's call it for what it is. He's standing there. He's standing there and it hits him. So, not even really reaction. Thuram is our best player by a country mile for me. It isn't even close. Him and Luca easily standing out that first half. Thuram is unbelievable, though. He's just growing and growing and growing. Stoked on Thuram. Do you think Luis should be our 10? He can beat the man and is one of the most technically gifted players in the squad. He always plays high risk, high reward, and that's needed when being a 10. I think, honestly, we talked about a lot. It is like we lack the guy that's going to pull the trigger and make those plays. Even in this first half, every game we play, the movement eventually gets to a point where it dies. And I think that's from lack of being rewarded. It's just me spitballing. But how many times in the past 3 matches, even this first half, have I seen guys, Cope Miners, Vlahovic, making runs, and they're just, the ball, like, we're not even thinking that. We're looking to the flank immediately looking to the flanks. It's at some point in time, you have to start risking more. You're at a point where you got almost damn near 70% possession and you're still walking away with less opportunities than the opposition. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got to at some point do it. As far as Luis as a 10, honestly, I think he'll pull the trigger and take those risks anywhere he plays in the middle. I think a guy like that, you let the game dictate where he goes. But I think he's quality enough. The physical problems he's been facing are a nightmare because I think the guy's a baller. And he just needs to be out there. Let the game dictate where he goes. But he'll pull the trigger. He'll pull the trigger. I don't trust this team even when we lead. I'm disappointed in this team when they take the lead. Earlier on in the season, we got after it, even 1-0 up. I remember we were all sitting around talking. We were happy. We were like, hey, we're still going. We're still pushing. We're getting forward. Somewhere along the lines, that has faded. And we have gotten way, way closer to what we were, a year ago. 1-0 up and safe. Boring football. Boring approach. It's crazy. It's crazy. See, we need 3 points. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We need it. We need it. Walking away 1-0 in that half would have been all right. As far as rubbish performance, what I see in here, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's, if you take that goal out of it and you walk out of here 1-0, we're probably singing a different tune. That's why I don't think it's that bad. But again, the frustrating part are the trends, and we allowed Fiorentina, we allowed them to do that. And what happened? It's not that bad. The beginning, unfortunate, and again, it's disgusting that it's 2024 going into 2025. We're talking about racial incidents at football matches. It's fucking disgusting, everybody. But that killed a little bit of that first initial push from Juve because we were looking really good at that point. That kills it. That brings energy down. Then all of a sudden, you've got the goal, and then you have this lull. Then all of a sudden, you get to the closing out of the first half, and then that energy is back up to where it was before and leading to the goal. I don't know why it's these waves and why we can't just stay like this throughout a 90 minutes. That doesn't mean press and go gung-ho for 90 minutes. It means just the focus, the level, the intensity. When we drop down like that, and we struggled, and Fiorentina started to grow in it. We were barely winning 50-50 balls. We weren't even challenging on some of them, and we were just safe, dropping back, and then the play got so slow. You just have to be tuned in for 90 minutes, especially, even when you play Verona's, even when you play Venezia, and we're drawing those sides. You have to find a way to lock it in, especially when you play these games. Come on. We got to go. Jerry was buying fireworks. No, Moise did not celebrate. Showed respect to the fans in the curva behind the goal where he scored. And now the players come out of the tunnel and we're getting ready for second half. Drop a like while you're in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Let's rock it. Jack Crispy coming in here. Still couldn't get my computer to join as a member, but wanted to show my appreciation regardless. Thanks for all the great streams and coverage. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm glad, you know, I always said I'd do it if it was 1 or if it was 100. I'm just glad you guys enjoy. We're getting ready for second half. And there we go. Second half kickoff. Come on. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. De Gea launching this one. Locatelli sizing it up, battling with Keane. It's flicked on. Kalulu plays it out. Imbangula now. Trying to work on Dodo here. Plays it up for Vlahovic, who drops it back for McKennie. Over to Locatelli. Locatelli now outside for Conceição. Slows it down to Savona. Into Locatelli. Now slotted out for Kalulu. Has no option there. Into Thuram, who now moves forward. Kalulu now sliding back in centrally with the ball at his feet. Over to Savona. Getting pressed by Sotil. Trying to hit Conceição. They're not even close out of the right side. We've got Nico Gonzalez warming up. It's a good shout. Get him warmed up. I don't know at this point if you sacrifice one of the mids. For me, Locatelli and Thuram go nowhere. So if you're sacrificing a mid, it's Colt Miners. If you want to get Bangula out of there and put Nico out there, I'm open to that too. Hey, congrats on the anniversary there, Pino. 7 months. 7 months. Love it. Love it. We got a member's 7-month anniversary here. Let's get the W. Let's get the W for Pino here. Di Gregorio's on the ball for Juve. McKennie. With the throw-in, back to Kalulu. Inside to Locatelli. Adley and Goodmanson were closing that down immediately. McKennie into Thuram. Thuram popping it forward. Dodo's just going to come in and hammer this one. Savona's going to move in. Oof. Terrible, terrible touch there as he tries to settle that thing. Doesn't settle it at all. Knocks it out to the sideline. It's going to be a Fiorentina throw. Just inside our half, but they drop it back. Daldi's going to go back to De Gea. And now he launches this one. McKennie chests it down. Locatelli settles. Moving forward. There's space ahead of him. Oh, tried to slot it over to the left for Vlahovic. It was a great read. Just couldn't get the ball there. Gatti wins the ball now. Into McKennie, who slows it down, turns around. Gatti's on it again. Where's the movement? Who wants this ball, you guys? Let's go. Everyone's standing. Locatelli now on the carpet for Colt Miners. He turns. Oh, inside. Trying to fight Thuram. Yes, Thuram! Let's go! Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on! There! There! Yes! Locatelli and Thuram go nowhere. Finding Colt Miners was Locatelli, and great on Colt Miners. You see that instinct to want to take the safe route to the outside? He fought it, went inside. Thuram, we get the lucky bounce as they try to cut it off. And it ends up falling in line for Thuram. Slots it home. Come on, baby. Thuram brace. Inject it to my veins. 2-1 Juve's back on top. Back on top. And now, do not let up, you guys. Come on. De Gea launching this one. Gatti heads it back. It's going towards Parisi, and Conceição puts him under. Sotil heads it inside. Cataldi finding Moise Kean. And Moise Kean now running as Mbangula watching him. Out to Dodo. Inside for Cataldi. Haven't even caught my breath after the celly. I was so jacked. Kalulu on Moise Kean's back. Hey, buddy, you want to walk around flexing? Don't bitch about a challenge. Kalulu press there. Ends up seeing it out off Colpani. It's going to be Juventus throw. Yes! Having a game, Alex. Having a game. Deal with it. Luca and Thuram. Co-Miners. Thank Christ he didn't put the handbrake on there as he was going to go out safety for Conceição. That was heads up from Cope. That's what we need from Cope Miners. That's what we need from Cope Miners. Take the risky ones. Oh, man. Thuram. Locatelli now. Popping this one over to Vlahovic. Settles it. Plays it out to Kalulu. Like I said, keep the energy up. Ooh, Vlahovic. Whew. Tries a one-touch pass out to Mbangula on the flank. Ends up almost hitting somebody in the front row. We got a bunch of players for Fiorentina warming up here. They're at the back with De Gea. He's launching this one up now to the half. Gatti battling with Moise Kean. Foul now given. Gatti says no. Moise Kean's strong. He's always been a strong player, like physically. He's strong. When he shields up like that, he's tough to move. Here's Adli. Cutting inside, looking for options. Now out to Camuzzo, and again, now Fiorentina's turn with possession, but let's get the ball back. Come on. Let's pick it up. Let's push them back. Camuzzo now into Cataldi. Can't settle it. Mbangula now chesting it down. Playing it forward. Nice touch. Camuzzo steps in here. No foul. He's down, but Conceição wins it. We're on the races. Look to the outside, man. Oh my God. Vlahovic was just there. You've got to see that, my man. He earns a foul there, but you've just got to take a quick look there. Vlahovic, the shot at a through ball there to send him in clear was there. Oh my goodness. Chico. Gotta see that, my man. Gotta see that. That's okay. Keep it going. Come on. Let's find a third. Find a 3-1 here. Find a 3-1 here. Locatelli and Cope Miners standing over this one. Set piece practically dead center here. And now he's going over the top to the back post for Gatti. Back into the mixer. Cataldi now heading it out. McKennie chests it down. And then just cleared by Goodmanson. Kalulu stops it for Locatelli. Locatelli now scanning. He's going to play it out to Thuram. And Thuram now back for Kalulu. Over to Locatelli. Juve just knocking it about. Savona now. And now he's going up for Vlahovic. Chested down. Trying to get a foul on the back there as Camuzzo gave him a shove. Savona now heading it forward. Adli. Hits Sotil. Chested down by Moise Kean. Nothing doing from Mariani. And that's good because the same exact thing happened to Vlahovic there with Ranieri or Camuzzo. And there was no call. Moise's down. 54 minutes, 2-1 Juventus. In the lead, let's find a third. It's a big, big matchup here. Edgar going in on Chico, saying has to look up some more and make better passing decisions. Chico overdoes it this game. Not good anymore. Keane getting on Joe's nerves at this point. Vlahovic heads it down, just not in the path of Chico, but Thuram there settles it. Now to Chico. Chico, back to Gatti. Over to Kalulu. McKennie directing Mbangula to drop as he's going to try to get forward a bit. Mbangula has collected it. Goes back to Kalulu. To Locatelli. Locatelli's going to go out to Savona. Savona's going to play it up for Chico. Gets by him and Parisi. Parisi now trying to turn. They're not even a touch. Not even a touch there. And Mota gives it to Parisi there as he's on the ground. Not even a touch. My screen literally zoomed right in on that camera. He literally was not even touched. Definitely not where he's complaining. Oh my God, the foot. The foot might have barely nicked him there. Holy shit. Holy shit. And no call given. It's going to be thrown for Juventus. And Chico's calling to give this guy yellow. Vlahovic all over the back there. He does earn the foul. Good hard work there from Dusan. Locatelli. He's on it here. Kalulu up ahead for Mbangula. Over to Gatti. Thuram making a move for... Oh, Gatti. This is long. I don't know if McKennie's going to be able to keep that in. Oh, great work from Mac. Inside for Thuram. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, but only one target there, and it was Chico. Good pressure from Savona now. Parisi on it, being watched by Colt Miners. Into Adley. And yes, Luca steps in too, as well as Savona. And now Luca wins it. Thuram up to Chico. Oh, popped up for Colt Miners. Come on. That's off them. That's got to be corner. Yes, corner. Easy there, Ranieri. Great work there from the lads. That's better ball movement. A little bit quicker. Come on. A little bit quicker and we put them under. Let's get one here on the set piece, everybody. Come on. Get one on the set piece here. Get one on the set piece here. Coal Miners lining this one up. Come on. Coal Miners set to deliver the corner. Ball's in. De Gea coming out. Punches. Cataldi trying to settle this one. Mbangula all over him. He gets it up the line. That's Parisi. Great slide tackle. There he goes down again. And a yellow coming out here. They always call the ones from behind there. That was McKennie, and McKennie gets a yellow. Goodmanson coming out of the game. Beltran entering for Fiorentina. They always call those. That's again barely any contact there. But that's okay. Is what it is. Ball played forward for Parisi. Oh, he lets that one run and doesn't catch up to it. So it's going to be Juventus throw. Fiorentina's got like 6 guys warming up. We still only have Nico Gonzalez warming up. Comuzzo and Vlahovic continue to battle. Ball played forward for Chico Conceição. He can run at Parisi. Here comes a double team. Beats him to the inside. Oh, the touch lets him down. Had a moment to maybe have a ball in there. Decides against it. We get nothing out of it, but we regain possession. Savona now inside. Vlahovic settles. Back out to Savona. Inside for Thuram. Missing him, but actually falls to McKennie and works out in our favor. Locatelli now collects. Up ahead for Mbangula, being watched by Dodo. Locatelli. Over to Kalulu. Into Thuram. Thuram goes back for Di Gregorio. He plays it out to Savona. So Teal coming out there. He's going to press it forward. Conceição asking him to get up for aerial battles. It's just not the game plan. Keane's got a break here. Kalulu watching him. Oh, that's stopped by Di Gregorio. In the end, the shot is right at him. Oh my God. We'll take that. Man, free and clear too. Like, Jesus. Expect top guys to burn you on opportunities like that, running at one defender. And in the end, the shot is the easiest little muffin. That is the Keane I'm used to. Di Gregorio launching this one up for Mbangula. Gets over the head of Dodo. Comuzzo coming in to clean up. Cataldi now headed forward. Trying to find Beltran. Oof, Kalulu and Luca and McKennie bump into one another. Kopani's in the mix there. Everybody goes down except Big Mac. That is how we know Keane. That is more like the Moise Kean we know. We got a red card to the sidelines for Fiorentina. Cambiasso coming in. McKennie's going to head out. And Mbangula's taken off. Kenan Yildiz will come in. And I have a feeling that Kenan Yildiz could rip in this one. Let's go, Kenan. Good showing, Mbangula. Passes were not in your favor, but that's okay. Let's get it rolling. McKennie, good solid work. Taking off the shoulder brace. Still playing with a shoulder brace. Surprised he didn't get the surgery in the summer. I had the same thing. It's not a long recovery by any means. Club World Cup and everything in North America, you're not going to get a chance to have the surgery this summer either. You're going to want to rep in your home nation. Gatti to Di Gregorio. Playing with a shoulder brace isn't the end of the world, though. For me, it was like I couldn't throw a frisbee without that thing dislocating, so had to be fixed. Into Cambiasso. To Locatelli. Popping it forward. Oh, it's blocked. It stops for Colt Miners. Into Thuram. Now up ahead for Vlahovic. Comuzzo watching him. Oh, that's a cross across the area. Parisi heads it right back. It's going to go out. It's going to be corner. All right, taking a stab at that. Trying to get in there. Conceição getting the crosses and etc. Not exactly a strong point of his game, but that's okay. Test them out. I have a feeling Nico's going to come in for Conceição pretty quick. 5-1 corners in favor of Juventus. See if we can get that third. Kill this game, lads. Come on. Yildiz has it in. In-swinger. Headed out by Comuzzo. Cambiasso. Little light shove. Plays it back in. We're on it. Yildiz. Oh, finds it to Gatti. A back heel. Stop for Doe. Great pressure from Cambiasso. Has it out. It's going to be Fiorentina throw, but keeping them pinned. Man, Gatti comes up with some shit out of nowhere. You're like, what is he doing? We did stay on side. Good job by Yildiz and Gatti. Inside ends up just trying to hammer a back heel there. Imagine he puts that back heel back post. I'd get up and just walk away. Because, like, that pretty much. What a way to get a dagger. A back heel from Gatti from like 7. Palladino shouting orders. Still so much time, everybody. We're at 64 minutes, 35 seconds. 2-1 in favor of the good guys here. Locatelli comes in to head that one away from Beltran. Right now, Fiorentina going with 2 strikers. Beltran and Moise Kean up top. Ranieri now launching this one forward. Settled. And Parisi finds a way to get out with it, but foul there as Conceição always clipping at his legs. All right. Ranieri out to Adli. In there, Sotil with a back heel in for Parisi. Parisi now tries to play it up the flank. He does, but Savona easily handles that. Sotil's limping around right now. Conceição goes back to Di Gregorio. Pressure coming from Moise Kean and Di Gregorio. Holy, give me a heart attack. Sidesteps there. Lovely work there, but Coop can't even get to the ball because Mariani's standing there. Now they come back at us. Play to the outside for Copani. Dodo on it now. Oh, he's going to take Cambiasso to the outside. Great, great challenge from Cambiasso, sticking with him. And actually blocks it, hits him, and goes out. No, it didn't hit Dodo on the way out. It is straight out off Cambiasso. Corner kick here to contest here for Juventus. Going to be an in-swinger. Sent in. That's a good ball. Di Gregorio comes out, punches it out. Conceição isn't going to win that aerial battle, but it goes out over the goal line. It's going to be goal kick. Mandragora is going to win that aerial against Conceição 10 out of 10 times. That's okay. At that point, you're just contesting and making sure he's got no easy plays. 66 minutes, 50 seconds. It's 2-1. For Juventus, played out to Yildiz. Shot in the back from Dodo there. Vlahovic keeps battling with Gomuzzo. Lobbying that it's off of the Fiorentina defender. Nothing doing. They get the throw in. Finds its way back to De Gea. Launched. Kane and Gatti battling, and Gatti just blocks him off. Kalulu on it now. To the outside for Savona. Gatti in the way, kinda. And Savona ends up just going up again, trying to find Cope Miners as a target. Vlahovic comes in, settles it for Thuram. Chest. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Stop it, Kefren. Stop it, Kefren. Out to Chico. 1v1 with Parisi. Double team's coming. Beats him to the outside. There's a ball. Oh, forces a good intervention from Ranieri. That's better. Thuram is ridiculous, you guys. He's fucking ridiculous, man. He just gets better and better and better. The guy's a unit. Can't get the fucking ball from him, even when it's bouncing around. It's crazy. I love the guy. Come on, get the third here. Thuram hat trick. Ball in. Headed out by Moise Kean. Headed back in by Cambiasso again to Cope Miners. Here's another delivery. Oh, settled, and then Kalulu can't get to that one. Challenge in there, foul as he slides in. I think he's getting a yellow too. Mandragora went down. Kalulu gets the yellow. Oh yeah, look at the love in the chat for Thuram's just gross. He is gross. Thuram is Zidane today. Absolutely incredible. Taking them to school. Thuram is crazy. On fire today. He's unreal. And I don't know. Like, there was so many people so early on, it just goes to the judgment on guys. And sometimes how, like, I get it, like patience and whatnot, but like so early. I remember it was like, what's the hype around this guy? What is the hype around this player? He is great. He is a great midfielder. Like I said, bagged a beautiful goal today too. If he gets the final third goal, and sky's the limit. He's also gotten so much better at his defensive awareness. And it's an area of the game where early on in the season, I was like, man, he's not tracking back good enough, but defensively, he's become way better than he was earlier on in the season. So I love it. Di Gregorio now launching this one. Vlahovic and Comuzzo set to go at it again. Comuzzo wins that battle. It's been a hell of a battle. Locatelli comes in, wins, and Savona collects. Now to Gatti, over to Kalulu, and Juve can recycle. Yildiz getting out to the left wing, but slowly. Kalulu opts to go back for Cambiaso. Now over to Gatti. Midfield's, again, being blocked out by 4 Fiorentina players. 2 strikers, Beltran and Keane, and then Adli and Mandragora, who's come into the game. Here's Thuram on it. Pops it forward, looking Vlahovic's way, but cut out by Comuzzo. Moise Keane with a touch there, and that's a great cleanup by Kalulu. But he clears it out, and it's stopped by Sotil. Gonna take on Savona. Oh, yeah, there's a great touch. Take that one out of bounds, buddy. And that's better. That's great support from Kalulu there, as Keane did have a good touch beyond Gatti there. That would have been trouble. Let's go, everybody. 71 minutes. Still a lot of time. Get that third. I don't want to play around with this one. I don't want to play around with any of them. Get the job done. Di Gregorio launching this one out. Vlahovic and Comuzzo again and again. Comuzzo getting ahead to that one. Locatelli comes in and cleans it up after a Colt Miners header aerial battle. Cuts inside. Back out to Chico. Ah, come on, Chico. Adli watching him. Lovely touch in, but Parisi comes in and scoops it up. Yeah, 72nd minute, I'd probably give Chico a rest. Oh, here's a through ball trying to find Keane, but Kalulu read that like a book. Di Gregorio now launching it. Vlahovic doesn't win that aerial against Ranieri. And now Beltran carrying it forward. Gonna swing it out. Mandragora to the outside for Colpani. Dodo overlaps him. He gets it now, being watched by Kalulu. They play it back. Yildiz now. Gonna press on Mandragora. Adli inside to Beltran. Back out to Adli. Gonna line something up. No. Opts to go out to Beltran. Played off of Moise Keane here. And there's Cambiaso to clean it up. Up ahead for Vlahovic. Now to Conceição. Trying to pop this one over the top. Vlahovic is gonna press here on Comuzzo. Force him back to De Gea. That's good hustle. And keeps De Gea to the outside. But everything else was dropped off. Yildiz seemed caught between 2 minds. Dodo finds himself on it. Oh, that's back at him for a handball, but they're not going to give it to him because Yildiz was so close to him. De Gea now launching this one. Thuram heads it down easily for Yildiz. Settled to Cambiaso. Into Thuram. He's going to split them. Fuck it, I'm going. Fuck it, I'm going. Thuram on a brace here. Luca inside to Yildiz. Oh, missing it back. Oh, we get it. Ooh, and that's blocked by Comuzzo. It's going to go out. This could be a corner kick for Juve. Dodo down and hurt, but it was his challenge in on Locatelli. Nothing Luca could do there. Comuzzo blocks that one. It seemed like it was going to be a weak shot, though. Yildiz sometimes, when he tries to go short side, gets him off a little weak. This is it, everybody. Thuram hat trick on the set piece. I'm manifesting it. Come on. Give it to me here. 3-1. Colt Miners set to take. Here's the delivery. Oh, it's a good one. Gatti! Oh, De Gea. Oh, and off at the back post, and we can't tap it home. Gatti gets robbed. Big stop there by De Gea. Oh, man. Gatti finally getting that. Getting the big barn doors of a forehead there on that one. Yeah, big stop. Pretty close to De Gea. Would have been trouble if it was heading downwards more. In the end, he can parry that one away. Fiorentina's going to make some changes here. Parisi, Colpani, Adli, all coming out. And you're going to have Gosens, Icone, and Richardson all in. Right now, 62% possession in favor of Juventus. 2 big chances created, 11 total attempts for Juventus. 1 total attempt given up to Fiorentina in the second half so far by Juve. Much more sound, better intensity throughout so far this second half, in my opinion, from Juve. All right, Icone is going to play up that right flank. Here's Richardson on it, who also just came up. Now to Icone, the 2 subs with a quick exchange. Dodo on it. Oh, cuts Cope. Comes inside. Thuram. Oh, in the end, it's an absolute muffin. Soft shot. And Di Gregorio collecting it before it hops. Nothing on it from the right foot of Dodo. All right. Gatti up ahead to Chico. I'm surprised only a couple changes so far for Juve. Cambiaso coming in. Ilda's coming in. Surprised Chico's still out there. Nico's been warming up since the half. Like, hasn't stopped. Here's Locatelli. He's got a little space up that right side. He's going to carry it over the halfway line now on the right flank. Inside to Chico. Little back heel touch there. Thought he was fouled. Nothing doing. And then Locatelli in the end comes and cleans it up. And then the slide challenge to make sure he gets it back to Kalulu. Now up to Yildiz. Komutso does a good job reading that one. Good battle in here. Thuram comes. Oh, and a yellow to Luca. Yellow on that? Are you serious? Oh. As my pops would say, ma dove cazzo hanno trovato questo qua? Ma dove cazzo hanno trovato questo qua? Mamma mia, what a yellow there. Dodo. Over to Richardson. Now out to Mandragora. Gosens has it inside. Back out to Gosens. Popped over. Sotil. Gatti pushing him over to the corner. And he has that out. That's a goal kick. It's over the line before. And there you go. Juve's going to get the goal kick. Oh, you know what? That ball was still in play. On that close-up on the replay, that ball's still in play. It's got to completely come over the line. So Teal doesn't like it, but who gives a shit? Goal kick for Juve. 78th minute. 2-1 up. Yeah, that yellow was garbage. Couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you. Yildiz. Komutso's just been a unit aerially there. Moise Keane trying to get a touch in there. Loca. Beautiful play. Yildiz now up for Thuram. Oh, Pop trying to get it to Vlahovic. Ooh. Oi, mama. Watch out in the nosebleeds because that one's coming for your dome. Vlahovic skies that one. Looks like he was onside. Golson's keeping him on, but holy hell. Better build-up. Good build-up. We'll take that. Thuram looking for that Weighted pass over the top. I like it. Take those shots. Now to the outside, Mandragora. Back into the middle here. Keane settles it. Oh, lovely challenge. No. No. Come on. Moise Keane cramping up now, 79th minute. I thought that was a great challenge from Kalulu. Oh, they're calling, I think, offside on Moise. Because, yeah, that's a great, great challenge from Kalulu. But it was offside for Moise Keane. Thought they were calling the foul, and after that Locatelli yellow, can you blame me? Who knows what the hell these guys are doing. DJ Cammy V, our pivots are eating today. Oh yeah, they're eating good. Launch forward for Chico. Oh, that ball just doesn't settle for Vlahovic. Oh, look at Tarami's there. Here's Yildiz. Out to Chico. Played out. Vlahovic trying to settle it. Oh, him and Dodo trying to battle. There's handball on Vlahovic. Comuzzo on it at the back for Fiorentina. They're 10 minutes away from suffering defeat in Turin here. Yildiz, holy hell, he misses Locatelli by a country mile. Now Ranieri picks it up for Fiorentina, running back at Juve. Has an option on the flank there, plays it through, finds Sotil, beats us, and Kalulu intervenes. Kalulu limping now on that intervention. Up ahead for Colt Miners. Into Locatelli. Out to Chico Conceição. Juve trying to just slow things down here. Regroup. Kalulu is shaking off whatever ailed him there for that split second. Now finding Cambiasso, who's been quiet since entering the game. Now into Yildiz. That whole sequence started with a brutal pass from Yildiz, completely missing Loca, and Kalulu makes a mess of this with fairly light pressure, and now all of a sudden Fiorentina has a throw-in. And we do get the sub, and it's actually Vlahovic that comes off, and Nico Gonzalez comes in. 10 minutes left. Who's going to be the one that calls Nico Gonzalez scoring? Nico Gonzalez to score here against his former side, to put the dagger in? I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's see. Even though 2-1 in a close, tightly contested match was my prediction, I'll gladly be wrong to see another goal. Beltran. Trying to work against Kalulu there, deep into our territory on the right flank. Does earn the throw, and Dodo looks like he's going to charge up for a long throw. Everyone in the area for Juve other than Chico and Nico. Here we go. Dodo throws it in. Touched back. And try to take a shot. Easily blocked. Then Yildiz flips it over the top. Ranieri's going to head it back into the mixer. Locatelli heads it down, trying to find Nico Gonzalez. Now Colt Miners. He's going to get involved. And there's the pressure, and we win it. And now Yildiz can run at him. Nico wants it ahead. Oh, tries to go short side, and he misses goal there. Woo-hoo! Come on, Nico. Fuck, man, in space, that guy's fast. I don't like him on the wings when the game's in front of him, but my God. As a 10, and even up top, like when he's got the space, fuck, he's got burners. This is played deep into the corner. Icone's going to go in there. Kalulu's battling him, and Cambiasso's in there. Tries to play it off Cambiasso and misses him. It's going to be Juventus throw. Icone not happy about it. Take it easy, man. Close that mouth. Pretty soon you're going to swallow a fly. Nico. Jesus. Trying to go short side is tight squeeze from there against De Gea. This guy Nico can probably give Juve and any girl the best 10 minutes on their Tuna. Oh my goodness. It's gold. What are we talking about? Player of the match. They got Thuram, Locatelli, Cole Myers. I mean, come on. Come on. What are we talking about here? Here's Luca. Woo! Little flip to the outside for Savona. Sotil pressing him. Up ahead for Chico. Into Luca. Again for Conceição. To Luca again. Inside for Cambiasso. Oh, tried to play it up for Colt Miners. He's lobbying for a call. Nothing doing. And Thuram again wins it. Colt Miners now off to the races. Nico wants it. There he is. Ooh, cuts in. That's going to be a yellow too. Yep. Komutsu will get the yellow there. Nico had him dead to rights, cutting inside. We're at 85 minutes, everybody. 5 more minutes, and we're home free with a big, big victory to cap off 2024. Can't afford no slip-ups. I've liked the energy. I've liked the intensity in this second half. And like I said, things are going to open up. Fiorentina trying to get after it for a goal for themselves. And it's given us space. And we've looked dangerous coming at them. But I want us to still got to connect a little bit more. Got to get just that final touch in the final third. Something is just missing. But the midfielders coming up clutch in this one so far. And getting involved higher up. And De Gea's made 3 saves that are crazy. Colt Miners, great delivery. Nico gets up but just can't get ahead to that one. It's going to roll out. It's going to be a goal kick. De Gea quickly into Mandragora, and Colt Miners immediately closing that down. Up ahead, Savona's going to let this one roll. Sotil's quick, but Savona recovers. Back to Di Gregorio. Into Kalulu now. Out to Cambiasso. Oh, he slips. Icone jumps on it. Now to the top for Mandragora. Richardson. Here's a cross in. Oh my God, to the back for Keane. And Sotil. And he scores. What a fucking mess. What a fucking mess, you guys. What a fucking mess. What a fucking mess. What a fucking mess. Fucking hell. Cambiasso slipping, for fuck's sakes, opens the door to this whole shit show. One slip and a fucking game, a tight game and a performance is just pissed away. Just one fucking slip is all it took. Incredible. And we couldn't recover and just save the guy from that. Crossed in, like floating around here. 3 guys close in. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Sotil just absolutely hammers it. Like, what's Di Gregorio going to do there? But this is just fucking mess. What a shit goal to concede. I'm so sick and tired of seeing the shittiest fucking goals. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fagioli coming in, 88th minute. We pissed away a win. Pissed away a win. Douglas Luiz coming in at 88th minute. Thuram leaving. Gatti leaving for Luiz and Fagioli. Here's Fagioli on it now. Out to Locatelli, who's dropped back as a center back now to facilitate these other 2 mids. Trying to thread the needle on Colt Miners there. And again, this is a game we probably should have killed off. Locatelli cleans that one up after Keane had him kind of going there on the turn. Pinsolio quickly getting the ball for Fiorentina, trying to get it back in play. Taking their sweet time. I can't actually understand this. And the late subs, and even like to take Thuram off. Beltran trying to sell one here. There's been 0 yellow for simulation or garbage. Mariani slowing things down now for this guy after nothing. Get the fuck up. What? Oh my god. Piss this one away. Piss this one away. And we played good. It's just that these moments that we cost us goals for just falling asleep. Fagioli to Savona. It's just, there's... Up ahead for Luis. Moving forward. And nobody is close to him. Oh, in for Chico. Oh, big stop by De Gea. Comes out to the top. Cambiaso trying to settle this thing. Oh my god. We got 4 minutes of stoppage time. Kalulu's on it now. Pressing forward here. Trying to get a through ball. It's cut out. But he gets to it again. Find somebody, man. Get the fucking ball out of your feet. Oi, Fagioli. Fires across the other side. Oh my god, you guys. Holy fuck. Savona. And now we're losing our heads because we're just trying to find something so fast. Look at the through ball by Luis. That's just beautiful. Conceição trying to get that back post. Oh my goodness. At the back here, Keane bitching for a call. Nothing doing. Locatelli wins it. Di Gregorio's on it. We've got 1 minute through. The ball in play. Di Gregorio launching this one up to Nico. Trying to get to this one. And Comuzzo forced to have it out. Good pressure from Conceição. Find a third, guys. I don't care how. Just find a third. A yellow card now going out, I believe, to the bench again. This one to Palladino. Hey, you're on our time now, Mariani. Come on, hey? Unless you're going to add this on top. Fuck around. Play to the back here. We got Locatelli on it. 3 minutes left. Not even. Less than that. 91 minutes, 45 seconds. Kalulu at the halfway line here. Looking for some options. Fagioli wants it. He gets it. Right back to Kalulu. Guys, got to get the legs moving. Nobody is moving. Holy shit. Inside to Yildiz. Being harassed by... oh, yeah. There's a foul here. Probably yellow too. Hey, Lon, that's a yellow. Come on. And add the clock. Hey, got his head on you too there, ref. Let's go. Show some balls about what you're doing. Fuck. Fucking shit goals conceded. Shit goals conceded. $15 total attempts for Juve, 10 for Fiorentina. We gave them literally like 4 attempts the second half. 1 big chance for them. They got 2 goals. We got 2 big chances. 15 total attempts. A solid second half in my opinion from Juve. Just brutal goal to concede. Co-Miners with the ball in. Going back. Oh! Gonzalez getting way up and just unable to direct that on goal. We've got less than a minute in here, everybody. Fiorentina's going to kill this one off for the draw. And holy, got way. That's how you use the defender to get up there. But they called a foul on Nico there. Fuck, man. One slip of the foot. One slip of the foot. And that's how it's going for us this year. Every single mistake in the back of our goal. Savona looking for a ball immediately here. Into Luis, holy, or Nico, excuse me, and that's a terrible trap from him. 10 seconds left, but he's got to add some more time for the fuckery. Calls it dead immediately. Immediately on that throw. 2-2. Holy. This team, man. This team. Can't kill a game. Can't kill a game. I thought our second half was strong. I thought it was a strong second half. It's just these moments that kill this team repeatedly. Repeatedly kill this team. Subs, you can say pretty late too, like for some of them. If you're, oh man, might have killed with some fresher legs earlier on, but man, some big stops from De Gea too. Couple really big stops. The header on Gatti, the one in the first half where he almost had his arm ripped off from Vlahovic. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. We are just destined for draws. Destined for draws. This is crazy for me. Cambiaso, I see it all there with the points cost with him, and we've got the one earlier in the season where he's trying to dribble through. This one here, fuck, he slipped. I mean, that's just fucking shit. Like, he's wearing the same cleats as like four other guys. I mean, fuck. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, even on the slip up, the amount of time we had to recover or still stop and help him out on that, and it just was a fucking mess from the play on. To get to that ball, to win that ball, to get it clear. It was just all weak, and I get it, they're in the area and they're nervous about this, but it's just brutal. It's just brutal, okay? Absolutely brutal. Justin B called 2-2. I believe Deshiliopa, yeah, he's in there, called 2-2. We get a draw. I don't really know, everybody. I don't really know. It's a lot of the same, just shit goals getting conceded. But I don't think as a whole that this performance wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It didn't feel like this game should have been 2-2. It felt like in the first half we could have been, a couple goals up. So Teal ends up getting the official player of the match, and I think that's bullshit. Kefren Turam is still man of the match in this game. You go through ratings. Di Gregorio 6.6, Savona 6.4, Gatti 6.7, Kalulu coming out with 7. He actually had big interventions in the second half, really big ones. McKennie finishes with 6.7, Locatelli 7.3, Turam 8.6. Those are my two best players for Juventus in this one. Conceição 6.8, Cole Minor 7.1, Imbangula 6.4. I don't have any problems with any of these ratings, to be honest. Vlahovic 6.5. Pretty straightforward across the board. This is just infuriating, you guys, because I honestly feel like it was not that bad and we could have easily been a couple goals up. We just not finding it. Not finding it. This is the way it's going, and this is a fucking monster that's developing around this team to score more goals, to kill games off. I don't know. I'm really at a loss that these goals keep fucking happening. It's crazy. We're now at 32 points. Gridlock with Fiorentina, who has the game in hand on us. And you've got at 18 points Lazio, or at 35 points, through the same amount of games. Inter's at 40. They have a game in hand. Atalanta and Napoli at 41 points. 9-point gap created there. Frustrating. This is frustrating. It's extremely disappointing. It's disheartening, but as a whole, the game, tough one to even analyze, really. I'm going to throw this one up here. Some are already reaching out. Text me at that number if you want to get in on a call-in. Okay, we are going to take call-ins and get through it, and I'm going to take them in. There's already been a bunch messaging in here, and I'm going to just take them in order. We're going to try to steamroll some of these, okay? And get into this. So, We got RB. First one up. Let's get RB in here. RB.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Oh, fuck. I'll tell you what's up. My blood pressure.
Bro, I'm trying to bite myself because, bro, I'm furious. I'm really, 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 really angry. Holy, like, we just can't defend. We can't defend to save the life of us. And it's like, I'm not confident when we take the lead. I'm not confident at all because I know we're just going to sit back, defend, and we're not going to, we can't kill games off. We just can't do it. I don't understand. And if I'm Thuram, I'm pissed off because he was man of the match. Miles. I don't know how they gave man of the match. Who did they give man of the match?
They gave it to Sotil, and that makes Thuram was head and shoulders above anybody on the pitch today.
100%, bro. It was a 10 out of 10 performance from Thuram, but I don't know. We just can't defend. Like, individual errors from Kalulu and from Cambiaso. What are they doing?
Yeah, I feel on that one, I really feel for Cambiaso on the slip. And like I said, I mean, that shit kind of happens, but we had so much time after to recover. And like, we just couldn't. We just made a mess of it. We gave a couple guys space rather than closing in immediately after that slip happened and we gave up possession. It's like we froze. And it's like time and time again, these key decisions, these key moments, we freeze. We freeze up.
I don't get it. I don't understand. And Fiorentina weren't even that good. Fiorentina was shocking in the final third. I don't know what you think, but I think Fiorentina was shocking in the final third. And we gifted them a point. I
literally think this, like I said, the game as a whole, if I'm looking at it, I don't think it was a bad performance from Juve. I think we had like brutal goals conceded, but I think we, in the final third, unlucky to not have a third, maybe even a fourth goal. Like, I think we played all right up top there, but there's still something missing. Our goals did come from Thuram, a midfielder, and the link up between wingers and strikers is still not there. The balls that Chico is playing in, it's like the other guys don't know kind of what's coming or where he's putting this ball. He's putting the ball short side on the carpet, and we're running to the back post, It's like there's still, I don't understand how you could be this late and still kind of not have that gel. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. And it's been like that all season for me. The majority of the season, it's been like that. So,
yeah.
And it needs to be fixed. And, like, in my opinion, I said this in the pre-match show, like, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you're going over the top, but I genuinely feel we're in a little bit of a mini crisis at the moment.
Yeah.
Because we just can't find a way. And a lot of these games, like, this is at home. We're not away in Florence. This is at home. We had a real opportunity today in Fiorentina. They weren't good. It was like the Milan game. Milan were awful.
Yeah.
And we came out of the game with a point. So, Monza has to do something. And again, it's too safe. And he shouldn't have started in Bangula. He was poor. And Bangula, listen, I can't go too heavy on him. I'm not just going to scapegoat on Bangula. I thought he was poor. I thought he was really poor. And I thought he should have been hooked off earlier, in my opinion.
I think some of the other changes should have come sooner to try and actively kill this one a little bit earlier. The one sub I probably definitely don't make is Thuram, the way he was playing. I definitely wouldn't have taken him off the pitch. It was a little sus too, even dropping Locatelli back, because Keane will beat him for pace. He actually had a turn on him that Locatelli needed to intervene with a slide tackle. I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the changes were, even getting Nico on was really late. Mbangula should have probably been off a little bit sooner, but does this make the difference? We still had good opportunity, and like I said, I think we did enough to kill the game off. It just wasn't falling, and I don't like that the aggression isn't there to do it. You know what I mean? And you let 100%. These teams kind of linger around, and the difference is that you want to do it to be safe, but when we go into safe mode, we're actually at our worst. So Motta at some point has to realize you've got to go with what this team's kind of built for, and even if it's against your beliefs or something, this team is at its best kind of when the urgency's up, the tempo's, and it's almost like we're smashing and grabbing because now teams are smashing and grabbing against us. We're not the team that can clamp down. It's just, it's evident we cannot clamp down. We're at our worst when we try to manage games. It's a problem.
We can't defend. We can't defend. It's not even that we can't defend. We can't kill games off. We can't kill games off, unfortunately.
It's tough. It's tough, man. Storm the barn, everybody. Fire in your Storm the Barns. I'm with you, man. It's frustrating, and we're going to be in a grind now in a brutal month of January for fixtures.
Yeah, January is very tough. Very tough. And honestly, going into January, I don't know what you think, but I'm scared. I'm not confident going into January. From what I've seen from this team, even against Monza last week, not good. I'm not confident.
This game, again, it's tougher opponents. I don't expect the games to be closed off, and I think we'll be okay. Like I said, this one, I think we're hard done by too. Like, it's frustrating because we've got shortcomings, no doubt. But I still think we're a little hard done by not to be at least getting 3 in this one, to be honest.
I don't completely agree with that, to be honest. Like, if you're a club like Juventus, you find a way. You find a way no matter what. And that is a team, that is something that we said a lot about Juventus in the past, is no matter how poor we were playing, no matter how bad we were, we would find a way to win. We would find a way, and that should have been the case today.
Oh,
absolutely.
Absolutely. But at the same time, I mean, shit. That one that almost ripped, De Gea didn't move on that thing. It almost ripped his arm. That's very fortunate. Vlahovic,
save. I can't fault.
He did his job on that. He ripped it. It's just that's shit luck because he literally stood there. He just turned his body, and I mean, that's shit luck. When you talk about Gatti on a free header, too close to De Gea, it is what it is. Free header there. Vlahovic had a header in the first half off a Chico cross. Should have probably hit target. I mean, the nice thing about this one, if you're going to take a positive, there's more chances that we've seen in a while. I believe there are things we can work towards. Thuram is a staple of this team moving forward. It's a lock.
Yeah, I've said this for a while. He's been, for me, listen, I love Conceição. I absolutely love Conceição. But for me, Thuram is our best player, and he needs to start every single game. He's our best player. And I said it before, by miles, by a lot. I think he's our best player.
I think Colt Miners, the way he played today in the second half, was closer to what we need out of the positioning standpoint and aspect. It was better. And obviously, he plays a key part in the second goal for Thuram. There's a lot of work to do, man. And for going into January, I feel like the chemistry should be at a higher level. This is a brutal result because we pissed away 3 points. There's nothing else really to say. We pissed away 3 points.
Because, like I said, they weren't good. Fiorentina weren't good, in my opinion. They were very wasteful in the final third.
Yeah.
So,
the first goal probably pissed me off even more than the second one, if I'm being completely honest, because
I agree with that.
When you jump on the first goal on this team 1-0 at home, the energy and the attitude dropped off completely, and we allowed that. You can't do that, and we keep doing it. At some point, teams are a reflection of their managers. We need to step on throats. We need to keep it consistent and go. I think if you played the rest of the first half like we did the second half, I actually think we come out on top. I'll be completely honest. I think we come out on top. I think they're lucky to get one if we kept that attitude and that engagement in for the entire outcome. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We'll see. I'm gonna keep it rolling with calls, brother. But I always appreciate support. We'll talk to you in the chat.
For sure, bro.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. And again, just send me a text if you want to jump in here. We're just going to go in order here. Holy smokes. We had a bunch jump in here before. So let's see here. We got Adam coming in here. Let's see if we get Adam on. Keep the call-ins. Hey, what's up, brother?
Bro, this feels like a therapy call, to be honest.
Hey, we need it. This is brutal, man. That's a piss off. Like,
yeah. Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I hate after every draw or like if we lose or something, everyone is on this like wild goose chase of who to blame, and I don't understand it. Like Cambiaso has been our best player, or one of our best player this season, and he made a mistake today. He slipped and he cost us the match, to be honest. But we can also factor in stuff like, oh, we could have done better, we could have scored more goals, we could have clamped down more on the defense, etc. But you can't just let this define people.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think honestly, this is not like it's something new. This has been a trend that I've been talking about for a while now, over I don't know how many games, but the goals we allow are shit. We allow shit goals. Usually when that happens, it's like a focus thing. It's a mentality thing. I don't know. But Cambiaso slipping, I'm going to say it again and over and over and over. We had how many chances to save the situation after that, and everybody froze. So, yeah, your guy slips. It's shit. We gave the ball up at the top of the area. But fuck, the guy dished it off. There was 2 more passes there, and everybody's standing watching.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't understand why we should have 3 people marking Keane. I know he was good. He did the first goal and everything. But having 3 people around him and just standing there and trying to like rip the ball from him, it doesn't help. And Sotil to bang that on a half volley or what he did, it was a good shot.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck, man, it's harder to miss from there than it is to hit, and there's no chance for Di Gregorio there. He just absolutely laced that thing. I mean, it's just a shitty situation. The second I saw that thing sitting up for him and falling to him, it's like, oh my God, this is trouble. This is trouble.
Exactly.
But we had 3 guys around Moise Kean, and the ball's bouncing around there, and like we give this opportunity for him to like flick the ball around, or even get the fact that the ball could find Sotil when Kean is surrounded by 3 players, and not one guy can do what's necessary to win that ball away. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand. I think it's more we're panicking. It's always that
big time.
We start to panic.
Big time.
Panic, and people they start to like they don't know what to do. The passes they come after a while. They don't do these like incisive passes directly. Instead, they start to like mess it up, or like I should wait up, or I should pass back or something.
Yeah.
And then it's a cheap pass.
Yeah.
And it gets intercepted, and we get countered.
You hit it on the head with the panic. That's the perfect way to say it. There's situations defensively where we just seem to panic, and it's annoying, and it's brutal, and it's creating a nightmare for us, because this is a game we should have got through. I do, like I said, I still feel overall like we are hard done by to not come across with at least a 3rd goal, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It doesn't right the wrongs that were happening at the back end, but Jesus, we should have come away with 3 points, man. This is brutal. I think we played good enough for the win, and that's the one thing I will say why I feel slightly different about this one. In the majority of our draws, I've felt we literally deserved nothing more than that, and in some of them. Some of them deserved a loss. In this one, I actually do feel we played good enough to deserve a win. But sadly, deserve means fuck all in the world of football. And this is where we find ourselves. It's unfortunate. Brother, I'll talk to you in the chat. We'll talk to you up there. Appreciate the support as always. Take care, brother.
You too, man. Goodbye.
All right, we got some Storm the Barns that we will get to in here. Holy smokes, we got a bunch coming in here. I got Sal. I've got John. We're going to get these. I might even get Papa in here, okay? We might get Papa in here as well. We're going to get to some Storm the Barns. Let's bring in first. We'll get John in here on some thoughts. John.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, you're going to have to give me a little bit of time on this one, because I feel this draw is, as you said, different than the other ones where they were a true piss-off of points. This one, they deserved better. Those goals against were brutal, but, like, this is why David De Gea is a world-class goalkeeper. He kept Fiorentina in the game. That save on Vlahovic, that save on Gatti, those were world-class saves. Unbelievable. And that's the reason we don't have 3 points.
I'm gonna disagree on the header being a world-class save because it was right at him. I'd expect a good keeper to save.
Fair enough, but it's still one of those ones that it could have gone in. The Vlahovic one is an incredible save, but that's why you need a world-class goalkeeper, because he can steal points from the other team. It's as simple as that. That's why you need that. But yes, I agree. The goals we conceded were brutal, but we deserve better. Kefren Turam, he's named after an Egyptian pharaoh, and that was certainly a royal performance from Turam. He got absolutely screwed out of man of the match.
Yeah, that's a shocking decision there, but I feel this was our game to win. Ultimately, deserve means fuck all in the world of football. It doesn't mean shit. You got to find a way, and again, it still comes back to the same story though, and the same trend. It's minutes of matches pissed away. Second half was way better for us than the first half, and I stand firm. If you didn't piss away a huge chunk in the middle of the first half, from when we scored to the way the first half ended, with a brutal, lackadaisical attitude, I think the game finishes off differently. We still piss away way too many minutes for me, for my liking, and it cost you. It cost you.
Yeah, and I feel so sorry for Cambiaso, because he got, like, this is, sometimes the fan base can be really nasty. Like, the Cambiaso slip, that's just unlucky. And I was, like, thinking, when he slipped, I'm, like, thinking, oh, my God, please don't go in the net. And what do you know what happens? And I also saw something earlier. Like, remember I was mentioning about the De Gea save on Vlahovic? In the chat, I was mentioning, this proves that a lot of Juventini, especially some in the chat, hate Vlahovic, because that was an unbelievable save, and people were saying that he should have scored there. And I'm like, what in the hell, guys? Like, it's more, I'm more disappointed and just I'm not angry at the team, because I felt like they played well enough to win. It just didn't go their way, and it was more of a disappointing result than an infuriating result like the ones against Bologna and Venezia. It's more disappointing, but I totally agree that there are things we must sort out. Otherwise, we're going to be in the fight of our lives for Champions League.
I think January is a big month in the Mercato, and we've made it evident that there is business that needs to happen. Whether or not we get it or not, we'll wait and see, man. But appreciate your thoughts on the match. We're going to keep things rolling. Thank you as always, man. Take care.
Thanks, Berto. Ciao.
You got her. Ciao. Yeah, it's frustrating. Everyone's got their kind of views and their opinions. And the players and the blame and the scapegoat, etc. For me, it still comes down to trends and the team overall. I think there's more work than I would like to have here in the month of January that we're going into. It sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna say this again. I stand firm. Like, I mean, De Gea is very fortunate on that. I'm not going to go all in on Vlahovic because he did his job. He absolutely rocketed that thing. He did so on target. De Gea turned, and his hand happened to be there as he turns. He didn't even like literally stick it out. He left it at his side, almost like he's bracing. That's just shit. That's just shit luck. The header, Vlahovic could have probably done better on that free header in the first half on an incredible ball from Conceição. Conceição overall, I think, situations. Something we say a lot about those players. Remember Chiesa during his tenure with Juventus? Situations was a word that constantly got brought up. It's starting to follow Conceição. Tremendous player. These dribblers fall victim to getting into this mode where we start talking about situations. Conceição is a tremendous player. He's electric. But situations sometimes get the better of him. Once he dials that in, I think you have an absolute world beater. But again, I love everything else I'm seeing out of Conceição and whatnot. But for the team, for the overall, for moments, if you want to turn the screws, if you want to take it next level, the situations all need to be orchestrated as a team and as a unit. Everybody needs to be on the same page. It's a frustrating one. We got Sal coming in here. Sal wants to get in a call. We're going to bring him in. Let's get Sal Agusa in here. Sal,
hey,
how you doing,
Berto.
brother?
Not bad, you.
I mean, I'd be better with the 3 points. But I feel like we're used to this now, sadly, for fuck's sakes.
No. I'm here to be Mr. Glasses Half Full.
Okay, let's go.
This is the best middle of the pitch play we've seen in a long time.
True.
Thuram's firing. Luca's firing. We haven't really known what our setup's going to be. We look good now. Yes, it's not really what we wanted, but we're not losing to Monza. Like, this isn't the same. And I can be happy with the progress that we've made, even though we didn't come out with the 3 points that we deserved.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I feel going into January should be a little bit further ahead. And a lot of these guys that are in here that played the majority of this game, they're not guys that have been injured. You know what I mean? Like, we've had the regulars, the same guys that have been in here for a while. I'm still leaning towards a way where I'm with you. I think this game, like I talked about, I think this game is better in a sense that we actually deserve more than what we got. But at the end of the day, you got to find a way. We're still wasting large clumps of the game, and that I can't figure out why. And I don't think that's a personnel thing.
We're wasting large chunks and opportunities. I totally agree with you there. We could have won this game 5-1. But the other thing that I'm noticing too is we had Chiellini, we had Buffon, we had rocks in the back. And when Chiellini was getting ready to leave and he's getting ready to set up the defense, so like who's gonna take the reins on the defense moving forward? I mean, you had really good people that are injured now. So like that's where I look at it and I'm like, yeah, we've got injuries in the back line. We got McKennie playing, you know, as a wing back. Like, we're going to be a little suspect. But that's where, like, if I look at Monza and I'm thinking, all right, really, this is phase one. This is not where I want us. But I actually feel a little better about this than I did Allegri on year 5, you know?
Yeah, it's different though. Like, I mean, I'm not going to compare a third year because a third year should have been better, way better in my opinion. I would compare to the first year of Allegri back and then the first year of Monza. But I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't want to compare it at all. I'm going to look at this situation with the players and the coach that we have. And we had a good discussion on the pregame that even if you got injuries, even if you got certain guys, you just pointed out, yeah, obviously the guys that we have are the back. It's going to be suspect. So we talked about doing something that lines up with the players you have. You can play a certain way with a certain group and you can't play a certain way with another group. And I feel like a lot of it's expecting the same and just changing personnel and maybe not accounting for that. We saw in the first half, McKennie was left kind of hung out to dry on several occasions with one guy that was way quicker than him. And it led to chances. It led to like 3 chances in quick succession. It's just,
for sure.
It's about putting it all together. And again, I get makeshift here and there, but at the end of the day, does the game plan, does everything make sense for the guys we have? I'm going to say, I don't think this is a team that's built without playing a certain intensity and a certain level on the throttle. I don't think it's quality enough to manage. I think it needs...
This felt more intense, though, this game, than the previous ones.
Second half.
Like we were pushing.
Half. And the first half at the beginning, and then at the end. You have a huge lull there that allowed them to go 1-1.
Agreed. But it used to be the flip. It used to be, we had 30 minutes of hard play.
When? This season?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But the first half, that middle, was accounted to almost 30 minutes, like 20. we can't do that. We're not good enough to do that. You go up 1-0, this team is not good enough to manage a game out. They're just not.
In all fairness, nobody wants to watch us manage a game out for the next 60 minutes.
Exactly.
So I'm with you there. This felt like more drive. This felt like more opportunity. This felt like, and honestly, we had people like Conceição that weren't really involved because we were playing so much in the middle. I think if we could figure out how to balance playing in the middle of the pitch and playing in the wings, I think we make more chances. I've been frustrated this whole season. This game actually left me a little better than I have.
I do agree. I do agree. It's better in a sense. What I need to see is I need to see that intensity. I need to see the second half for an actual game. And it doesn't have to be the press, because we didn't even really press a whole lot in the second. It's just again, it's just that intensity, that level. Reminder, everybody, do not call me. Send in text, okay? But Sal, I appreciate your thoughts. I'm kind of with you. It was a better game played. It's the same result, which has us feeling the same. But I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, frustrated but optimistic.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for all your support for many years now. I appreciate it, brother. Great having you on. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Berto. Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah, so, everybody's kind of mixed feelings here. My God, there's a lot going on here. We've got a ton that have reached out. I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody, man. I'm going to probably bring in maybe one more. I do want to try to get my pops, just curious on his thoughts. He might be the last one. If I didn't get you in, I apologize, you guys. Okay, I do, but let's see if I can get him on here. I'm curious to hear. Unbelievable. Let's see. See if he'll... I know he was calling me while I was on 2 calls ago. Probably dropped it here. He's gone. Let's get Alex in here. Alex, you're on deck. Frustrating feelings, everybody. We're going to get to storm the barn here. I'll tackle some of those in the build-up here. Alex.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I think, we're kind of used to this, man. Your thoughts on this game? I saw you in the chat there kind of getting at the man management aspect of Motta, saying he was crazy. What were you speaking to?
Yeah, that he put Fagioli in for 5 minutes again. Like, why even do that?
Yeah.
He waited for Nico for like half an hour warming up and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, Nico was warming up I thought he was going to get gassed warming up, for Christ's sake.
yeah, and we played literally the same lineup and approach that gave us the worst results ever.
Yeah. Man, it's...
I don't know. Our defense is devolving. Our attack still isn't cohesive.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder what are we doing at training.
Yeah, there's multiple. It's like the longer this goes on, and the longer that we're not kind of hitting that gear, hitting the stride, like more cracks are developing.
Yeah.
And
more of it shows up.
It's concerning. But I do feel overall like, I don't know, the feeling was a bit better throughout the majority of this game, but the first half was wasted, in my opinion.
I can't share that feeling, to be honest, because at the end of the day, it's the same stuff that led us to a draw as before. Like, we're not improving on anything, it seems. We are counting on individual brilliance this game from Kefran. If it wasn't for him, we might have even lost.
Yeah.
And like, I get
the second goal though.
Saves,
the second half, Cope Miners was.
He's a good keeper.
The second half, Cope Miners was nowhere near the flank, which was great to see. Actually playing where we need him to play. That needs to happen consistently. Like, for me, we're all over the map. Like, you go from a first half where he's floating around left flank, right flank. It's like, what? Into the second half where he's actually playing like Nico or Yildiz does as a 10, which is in square between the edges of the area where you need that guy to play. The second goal, it's him finding the pocket where he needs to be, and then thankfully doesn't take the safe play out to the wing and actually tries to thread the needle to Thuram. That's a good sign. That needs to happen way more. We talked about him getting the handbrake on, but just the guys in general, I think, you know, you can maybe make a shout that some guys had to come, like Mbangula probably could have come off sooner. Nico was warming up way too long. Yildiz could have probably come on sooner. The Vlahovic change. Vlahovic had opportunities. He just, it's not falling. It's becoming a mess. There's certain things that continue to trend with this team that we need to turn around, but as it doesn't, more this thing becomes this monster. And the fact that you can't get the win just adds to it, you know. The
things we're bad at keep getting worse. They're not being fixed.
Yeah, it's that I could see. It's a
and again, like with Coop Miners and Kefren, like, can we bank on them every game to have this great performance?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Still, I think Moto doesn't set his players to succeed. Most of them.
You got this tough thing while Kefren's he does great every job. Like every game I'm seeing in consistently, he's fantastic. Locatelli's doing his thing. Cope Miners, I think he's actually growing, but somebody's got to be an odd man out to turn this thing offensively.
I don't think Cope Miners should play that far up. I don't think that's his
So
strength.
if we go a flat 4-3-3, or that becomes then your 4-1-4-1, where Kefren and Cope Miners can be advanced, which kind of was what we were doing today, there's still this bit of harmony in the final third that isn't happening. Between Kefren, Thuram, between
each other for the first time.
Yeah, it's like every game, it feels like day one. And that's the part that's driving me nuts. More so than the midfield, more so than the fullbacks, more so than the back line. It's like offensively, you've got this beast where there's this lack of understanding. And then at the back line, it's just these goals that are just brutal, man. Like, I don't even know. Every game, I get instant agita with the goals we allow. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. But
I
don't know. January is going to be very interesting, my friend. Whew.
Yeah, to say the least.
Can I get an early prediction on Supercopa? Winning it, finals, knockout?
I'm optimistic. We should go to the final for sure.
Go to the final for sure, so we get past Milan on Friday?
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Brother, thank you as always. Take care.
Thanks so much as well.
I'm going to try to get Papa Gio in here. Let's go. All right. So, Pops did call me back. I'm going to try to get him on the horn here. He did call me back. Got to get him on. And this will probably be last. Then we could dive in to storm the barn. Frustrating. Frustrating result. Hey.
You watch the game.
Did I watch? Come on. What are you talking? Of course, I'm live right now, man. We just finished the watch along. What a goal. We can't, the goals we allow, man. Come on. The defense.
The defense. He go down, commits, it's okay, man. Why play goaltender defense? You got the three guys in the front, he can score anytime. Why you want to play every time like that? Change the style, give it power in the front. You have to make it scare the defensive man. You let him play the way you want.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little, but
I don't like him as a coach. I don't matter what he say. I don't think he's good to coach. No, not for this team. No. He play good. He make one goal. He make then he defense goaltender. Defense goal. But shoot the fucking ball in the front. No. That's why the guy is mad every time, because got no ball to shoot in the net.
He had some service, man. Like he had today, like the header in the first, he could have got the second one. He almost broke the goalie's arm, for fuck's sakes. He ripped that thing. But I understand what you're saying. The second half was better though. The first half, I'm with you. It was frustrating. Too slow. It was killing me, man. It was killing me. Too slow in the first half. We let him. Junk goals. Hey, so if you're upset with Mota, I gotta ask you a question. Would you take Allegri back?
No, I don't like Allegri. Ma, if we can get just. I see this coach can have nothing. Fiorentina, Bologna.
So,
he played the team. He played to Serie. This guy, he no got no power. Got his finish. I don't know why he spend the money for. I don't know. He spend so much money and no got no team. No team. In the front, he have to sell the guy. He's not good anymore. He can't score anymore.
Vlahovic gone.
Oh, he's sold?
No, you want him sold right away?
Oh yeah. He's finished.
He's finished. Madonna.
Yeah, he's not. What? Look how many goals. What do he make one goal? 18. Thuram, like a guy make 2 goals.
Hey, listen. I want to talk to you about Thuram. You remember what you told me about Thuram?
Yeah, before.
He
started playing different.
No. Don't. You take it easy. You told me nothing special about this guy. What'd I tell you? Listen, Thuram's beautiful, man. He's a hell of a player. He was the best player on the pitch by far. But you're killing me, man. So listen, you don't want Gatti, you don't want Vlahovic, you don't want this coach. Who do you want to coach? Me?
No, the coach, there is lots of coach who gets better. Mota, he played 2 defensemen. He can win 1 game. Or 0-0, or 1-1, or 2-2. He can win. He win, he go in the front, and then in the end. Shoot the ball in the front, make a scare the defense in the front. No, we play goaltender defenseman. Who gonna make the goal? The goaltender? No.
Di Gregorio. Come on. Listen.
Oh yeah.
I gotta ask you if you gotta be serious because we can't fire the coach right now. It's way too early. But if we don't get top 4, if we miss Champions League, do you think we're gonna miss Champions League this season?
Oh yeah.
You don't think we're gonna finish in the top 4?
No.
Really?
No, not like that. Not like that. You play off Fiorentina when you play Inter and Napoli, then you see if you go in the front. This is tonight. Today supposed to win this game no matter what. Shoot the ball in the front. Where you play defense. If you have to make a scary the defensive man in the other team, you don't play the goaltender defensive man. That's why we lose today the game.
Hey,
we're not supposed to lose the game today.
Okay. I know we're not supposed to lose any of the games. We didn't lose. We drew, but it feels like a loss. Listen.
Well,
so if we don't get top 4,
you go 2-1. And you got to the team that can play in the front. Gonzalez, you gotta play different.
You're preaching to the choir, man. You're preaching to the choir, buddy. You're preaching to the choir. Listen, if we don't get top 4, do you keep Mota?
No.
You think this team, with the players we have, the same players you just destroyed, you think this team should easily be in the top 4?
We're supposed to be. I don't say in the first or second. I'm in the third for a longer time.
Yeah.
We can win 1 game. When we go to win, it tie. When we're 0-0, 1-1 or 2-2, he can win the game. Got the part. Today is supposed to make the ball in the front. Let him come these guys in the back. You shoot the ball in the front. Make a scare in the front.
I agree with you. The team should be comfortably in a top 4 position. So if we get out of there, I'm asking serious questions. So I'm with you. Take it easy. I'm gonna let you go because your blood pressure. You're scaring me, man. You're scaring me. I love it though.
No,
I love it.
You're scared. I make a mad the guy. I watched the game. I was so screaming, so mad when I see the second goal for Fiorentina. I said, "Look, I know he's sleeper."
Oh yeah, we
shoot this fucking ball in the road. What the fuck you play like that?
I know. Clear the ball. Just get the ball, win it, and get rid of it. Save your teammate. He slipped. It happens. Whatever. But we had chances to get rid. I'm with you. 100%. Okay. Always a pleasure.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Hey, if there's a guy that, hey, he shoots from the hip. That's from the gut, and that's all heart. That's just that's pure emotions of fire. But he has not been happy with the team's play under Malta. He's not happy about it. It is what it is. He doesn't hold back. And I love him for it. I'm with him on the top 4 stuff, and I've been telling everybody, you guys are talking about, the project, long-term stuff. This team and this project needs to see top 4. It is scary to think about the trends that are going on right now that are not going away. Gotta clean it up. Gotta stop conceding garbage goals, and you have to have the focus and attention for 90 minutes straight. Big laps in the first half, and I think if you get rid of that, I think Fiorentina doesn't get a sniff out of this game, but we allow that. Juve is Juve's worst enemy. Gotta figure it out, everybody. Gotta figure it out. Another 2-2 draw. Can't wait to hear what the team has to say about it, okay? And that's going to be tomorrow morning on the post-match podcast. Stay tuned for some more content coming out here because the triple kit winner will be chosen. Remember the hints I gave you on the pregame show and everything, okay? So that's going to be coming up. Stay tuned. But everybody, 2-2 draw feels like a loss. Let's tackle it in the morning, and yeah, we'll see. But I'm glad you guys enjoy old Papa Gio. We'll be getting him in on more Collins. The guy's all heart, and I love him for it. You guys are the best. Win, draw, loss. You guys are the best. AJC Army second to none, all right? Tough pill to swallow today. We ride it out. We'll talk about it on the post-game podcast. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, Forza Juventus, more work to be done. Kefren Taram was screwed out of the man of the match. Easily man of the match. Your Storm the Barnes that came in here, Alex Juve, we're going to tackle tomorrow. I'm going to jot them down, and we'll tackle them tomorrow. I got to get rolling. Hey, is what it is. Let's see. Here we roll into the gauntlet that is January. Tough one. Tough one. Take care, everybody. Talk soon. Ciao.